All right, welcome to day 3, the final day of the 2017 NFLHC Draft. Here with Sage,
Hey guys.
Jumbo,
Hello.
and Saluna, who is AFK at the moment. We might not start right away at 3 o'clock because it looks like Inspiral's not here and he has to start the clock. So we might be waiting a little while. Not sure how long. So yeah, apparently Detroit traded up to the first pick in the 4th round with the Titans. What do you guys think they're going to take there? They obviously want somebody.
I think it's gonna be Shoemaker, the running back out of Northwestern. And that'd be my guess.
Don't they still have Elvis?
Yeah, they still have Elvis Williams.
I'm not sure they like Elvis is the biggest thing, and I don't really see who else it could be here at the top pick of the 4th round.
I thought they gave him I'm gonna double check, but I thought they gave him a decent contract.
Yeah, they did. I think it's going to be one of the defensive ends that's left because there's really only a couple of draftable ones left. So I should turn that off.
Yeah, they gave they gave Elvis Williams a 3-year, $18 million deal. So if this is Schumacher, I'd be relatively surprised.
Or it would be a cornerback to go opposite Keyshawn, perhaps.
Do they need a receiver?
No, they have Fanenka.
Yeah, but could they use a second one?
Maybe,
there's
but I don't think you trade a receiver at this pick.
Yeah, there's a drop off in overall in receivers, I think. So if they want one, this would be a good spot to get one. I guess it could be a defensive end though.
Yeah, if you need a defensive end, you're really screwed if you don't take one very soon. Because there's only like 370 plus guys left.
I'm gonna look at Detroit's roster really quickly because they've so far in the draft they took Gray Brown and they took an inside linebacker and that's it.
Yeah, it seems like it could be a second corner because the other two guys are a 69 and a 66.
Yeah, I think they're going for that would make sense. So then they'd be going for what's his name?
If they want to keep the coverage correct, it'd be Scott Cartwright out of USC.
Yeah.
And if they're going by overall, I guess it'd be Lynn Perry, but I don't know how good that guy was last year.
That guy, he had one interception and a touchdown last year.
Yeah, and Cartwright had 2 picks and 3 tackles in the same game, so I guess it's going to be him, I would assume, which is fair because there's a drop-off in corners after those two, and if they want to keep the scheme consistent, then might as well go for the 75 guy.
Looking at their defensive ends, though, they have a 71, a 70, and a 66. It could be a defensive end here as well.
Yeah,
best guy on the board
that's their best. I think it's going to be a defensive end. I think it's going to be James Duncan.
Yeah, James Duncan would be the guy to go here.
He's a 75, and then the next one available is a 71. So, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, this is not the draft for defensive ends. If you need one, you should have already taken one probably. But I think if you're trading up, that's what they're going to do. I think they would have stayed at their spot if they wanted a corner or something else.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Saluda.
See if Inspiral's on Skype, man. This is not ideal since we have like 5.
He's not online, I don't think.
That's not good.
We might have to switch to some backup plan.
I mean, give him like 5 minutes, and then if he's still not here, then I guess we'll switch.
I don't even know what the backup plan would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could do like through the forum again, but that would be a pain in the ass.
That's probably what's going to happen. There's going to be so many wasted picks.
I think the one problem is if he comes back, then what are we going to do with
I don't know.
Interface.
I have a feeling he thought it starts at like 7. That's what I
Yeah. That's well, because we said it on the broadcast last night, and I know he was listening.
Well, he was on not that long ago, so.
hour and a half.
Anyone in the chat box want to give us recommendations on things you want us to talk about while we wait? I know there's a delay, so we're gonna have to wait to see the answers to that. But I think it'd be it'd be a good way to kill a little bit of time until Spiral gets here. But I guess if he's not here within like a certain time frame, then at some point it's useless waiting for him.
Yeah, this is not.
I'm gonna be out for a little bit. You got a little thing going on.
God damn it! I knew something like this would happen.
I guess that's the one problem with it being super reliant on one person. Things can.
Yeah, now there's 50 plus people waiting for one person.
Yeah. Where will Dick Cook go? Where will James Dale go? Dick Cook watch. Whether any scramblers are going to get picked. Glenn Spencer.
Thanks,
Thanks
Spencer.
for the original topics.
Alien guaranteed me that James Dale would be taken.
Yeah, he's probably going to be taken at some point.
He definitely will be.
Are there any non-QB topics in there?
Has anyone PM'd him? Maybe.
No, let me do it.
Okay, I like that, Panther. Best available players, who had the best draft. Those are good topics, I guess. Who had the best draft?
So far, I like San Diego and New Orleans aside from my own, which I happen to like, but that's Homer, so I won't mention myself.
Out of the teams who didn't have 2 first-round picks, because it's too easy if a team had 2 first-round picks, I did like what San Diego did. Looking through, I do actually kind of like what Denver did as well. They filled some needs that they needed, even though they just had 2 or 3/3 and a first. They did a solid job.
Yeah, Denver, I still think they're not going to be very good this year, but I do like their draft so far. So.
It's decent.
It's above average. I don't think it's one of the best, but
I don't think it's anything great, but like I think all of the best drafts were the teams who had 2 firsts. So I'm just trying to throw different teams out there. Let's see. Like all the teams with 1 first, I just feel like they weren't that great. So, except maybe the Rams.
San Diego. I like San Diego's. They only had 1. Yeah, the Rams had a pretty good one. They did take a risk on Lee Davey, but in the late second.
Yeah, and then they managed to get Sean Anderson at the end of the 3rd, so that's not bad.
Yeah. It's like
Let's
the rich
see.
get richer.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Glenn Spencer reaching the 4th round asking for a friend?
Yes.
Who is the best player who doesn't get drafted?
One of the quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's probably a quarterback or a running back, I would think.
Probably. If I had to guess, it's going to be a running back. I could see like Paul Gibbs not getting drafted, or like I'm pretty sure at least Donald Caldwell will be drafted.
I don't know. Those people might not get drafted.
I think there's a corner. He's a 67 overall from Cincinnati. He had 6 interceptions.
Okay, well now he's going to get drafted.
I don't think so. 67 overall. That's pretty low.
Yeah, but at some point in the 7th round, like you may as well take the 67 who was good over the 70 who did nothing.
Maybe.
Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna go through the topics that people have posted. who gets the biggest contract in undrafted free agency? Cricket, everyone gets the same contract in undrafted free agency, the minimum.
Yeah,
Um,
not a thing anymore.
Rome asks, who had the worst draft? Frowny face.
Vikings.
Packers. They only have one pick.
Packers is pretty bad, yeah, but Vikings is bad. And NFC North in flames.
Well, outside of to be fair to the Vikings, their second round picks were also third round picks essentially.
Yeah, they were terrible third round picks.
Yeah, I'm not saying they were
fifth
good,
round picks.
but they basically had to rush it, and they were just going for positions they needed.
To be fair, the
So
Packers didn't have any somehow.
Outside of that, I can't say I'm a fan of the Titans draft.
Yeah, I don't like the Titans draft either.
And Ravens, even though you brought it up, Rome, just wasn't great.
I don't dislike the players the Ravens took. I just don't like the value where they got them. So it's not really a terrible draft. It's just unlucky.
The players aren't bad, but he reached on everyone.
It's just kind of unlucky that what he wanted got taken right before him. Every pick.
It's unlucky, but at the same time, it's still not good.
Right. Well, there's so much you can do, I guess. A couple drafts I don't really like. But...
Let's see. Thoughts on Donald Caldwell?
I think he might get drafted before James Dale.
I think a lot of people should be drafted before James Dale.
I don't. Anyway, let's see.
I don't think any of these quarterbacks left are going to be starters in this year. So
not this year, probably.
If you were looking for a starting quarterback, you're kind of screwed.
Okay, who's the biggest reach and who's the biggest fall? Or not biggest fall. Who's the biggest reach and who's the biggest steal?
Biggest reach for me is Laurie Johnson. And biggest fall is Lada, I think. I don't know.
From where I had them ranked, I think biggest reach for me is probably Sonny Beckett. I did like him, but
that's a little bit of reach, but I think it's more reach. I think the situation of where he went is worse than the status of the reaching.
Right. Yeah, I don't hate him, but at 22nd overall, I don't like it.
I think the biggest reach is Chris Hogue, the kicker.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
The fullback that got taken. Either of those.
Well, the fullback, I looked it up and it was their 8th pick. So.
Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday. When you have that many picks in one draft, that's you kind of have to reach at a certain point because you pretty much fill all your needs with your first couple picks. So
you could just take whatever's best and necessary, I guess.
Yeah. The only thing is, if with a third-round pick, you're paying, I think, $3 million a year for a fullback.
Which is a bit much.
Yeah, unless he's, really, really good, then you're kind of screwing your cap over, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, that's true, especially with Panthers.
Let's see. Best draft by division?
Okay. Let's pick a division start.
Let's go AFC East.
Not qualified.
I guess I'm the only one qualified here to talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Where's my, okay.
I think the Bills have done decent, actually. Not great.
I think the Bills is bad.
McCready.
Because trading a second rounder for next year for McCready.
The Bills, I'm completely baffled by that trade that they did yesterday. It makes 0 sense.
Well, if you look at it outside of the parameters of the trade, then I mean, I guess you can't really do that. But if you do, getting him in the third's not bad.
I think it's terrible.
McCready is going to be decent, I think. He's not going to be a star. and they're definitely not going to get anything for Aikman, and they're paying him $5 million. So I don't know about that. Anthony Ortiz obviously was good, but they only had those 2 picks. They really need to get an offensive line now, I think. And
there isn't any O-line left.
Yeah, and well, there's some guards, but yeah. The pick that they traded is going to be a top 10 pick probably. I would
in
imagine.
that round.
So
Yeah.
the fact that they traded it for a 3rd rounder is really crazy in my opinion. So I don't like their draft very much at all. I don't like the Jets draft very much. I feel like they kept taking people that are higher rating, but not necessarily higher ceiling, if you know what I mean. So I feel like they're reaching on players for every single pick. Dolphins, I love Philip Moore and Lawrence Christensen. David Drake is meh. Greg Cobb is all right. He'll be okay with Brian. He'll be good with Brian Brown as a second receiver. So it's a whatever pick, but it's their first 2 picks make up for anything else pretty much. And New England, I agree. Laurie Johnson was a reach, but I like their other 2 picks. So I'd say Miami probably has the best, then New England, then Jets and the Bills.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds about right.
By the way, just going to announce it quickly in case anyone didn't notice yet. Detroit traded up again. They traded up to the 6th pick of this round, and they traded a 4th, a 6th at the end of the round, like the very last pick in the 6th, and a 7th. So Detroit traded up twice.
Interesting. So I guess they're going for a defensive end and a cornerback. That's my guess.
Yeah, but the pick they traded up for is the 10th pick in this round, so I don't know if they're going to manage to get him. All right, let's just move on with that topic, I guess. AFC South.
Jaguars. Hold on, let me look at these.
I'm just going to sort the wiki by team. Makes it easier. They got the offensive tackle Glenn Boyd in the 1st, defensive end Preston Bryan in the 2nd, and tight end Kelly Littleton in the 3rd.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it feels pretty average.
I think Bryant was not even close to the best defensive end when they took him, so I
Yeah.
don't like the draft very much.
I'm not a fan of Houston's draft at all.
Houston took.
Jeff Brooks.
I'll just read it off. Receiver Gordon Kleinsasser in the 1st, defensive tackle Nathan Moulton, and running back Buzz Echeverry in the 2nd, and outside linebacker Jeff Brooks in the 3rd.
I only like,
I like
the
Jeff
Brooks pick.
Brooks.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Buzz, I think, was way overdrafted, but I do like him. The only concern I had, and I mentioned this last night in the shout box, is that when he played Temple, he had like a really mediocre game, and Temple's defense was atrocious. So, and they got burned by other non-5 out of 5 running backs for way more yards. So I don't know if that was just some aberration or he's just inconsistent or what, but it knocked him down a few pegs in my book.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of him in the 2nd. I think if it was a 3rd round pick, it would have been fine, but that's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
Brooks is a good pick though. That's a good one.
But C. McGill's magic formula says he's the best. So
Colts only had 1 pick, a strong safety from Alabama, so that's pretty bad.
the Colts have.
In terms of the pick himself, I didn't have Chris Brown where they took him either.
As a late 3rd rounder.
Yeah, I did as well. So can't say I'm a huge fan.
That was their literally like their only pick until the 5th round comp pick. So yeah, that's pretty bad.
And then the Titans, they took outside linebacker David Doherty at the 12th overall pick and offensive tackle Willard Love at the 44th.
Titans linebackers are actually pretty good because they drafted Humphrey.
I thought both of those guys were overdrafted actually.
Yeah, I do too.
So overall, AFC South, get your shit together.
That's actually, I think the Jaguars had, compared to the rest of that, actually a pretty good draft.
Yeah. I think they were the only ones with. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say they were the only ones with 3 picks, but I forgot the Texans had 4.
Quick mention: Denver says that they still have pick 114 and they can choose with it.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah. Okay. So we are either forgot about this or
Oh, it's forfeited. Right.
So, Alien Red.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make a thread in the NFL Draft forum, and you'll post your picks there.
We'll hope.
If Inspiro comes back, we'll switch back to the interface, but we'll have to input all the picks that we put on the forum first. So just keep that in mind.
Concerning time limit, because it's a little hard to keep track of on the forum, just please be reasonable. If I see
is Luna lagging, or is that me?
For some reason, his mic got muted. You got to repeat that. For some reason, you got muted or something.
What? I didn't get muted. Weird.
I don't know what happened.
I might just be lagging.
Yeah. You got to repeat it, because cut off.
I don't care. I don't remember what I said.
Yeah. Just be reasonable about 3 minutes, I guess. So just check the wiki. If you need to double check who's available, you can still use the interface to see who's available.
And then I don't know how you're gonna have to keep track of by yourself of which people have been taken. If you take somebody that's already been taken, you forfeit the pick as previous. So yeah, this is gonna suck.
But yeah, you just use the wiki because I'll update it as quickly as possible.
Yeah. You can still use the interface to get the player lines, I guess.
Yeah.
Or no, never mind. Can't get player lines off the interface. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Can you not? Oh, no, you can.
Okay. There's other ways to get. There's spreadsheets.
You can get the go to the eligible players page in the draft forum. You can grab it from there. Those are also sorted by overall, I believe, each position. So that'll help. Okay, so I guess we're starting.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, so first on the clock is Detroit, then Pittsburgh, Philly, Arizona, and then the pick Kansas City received from Kansas City.
Somebody's got to do like an article about KC's trades and what they ended up with in the end.
30 for 30. He started with a red pen and ended with a house.
Exactly.
Okay, so Detroit's up. So what are you guys expecting?
I think it's going to be that defensive end we mentioned earlier. James Duncan. Yeah.
Right. I'd be pretty surprised if it was anyone else.
I think the pick's coming in because Sophos is viewing the topic. Or not Sophos.
I mean, they could very well want a corner, but I don't know.
I would. Well, why would they trade up a second time? Is there anybody that they really...
Maybe they want one defensive end, one corner.
I think this is going to be the corner. I think this is going to be Lynn Perry.
Wait, isn't that the man guy? I thought they wanted his own corner.
Oh, do they care about that? Then Scott Cartwright.
Yeah.
Scott Cartwright had a bunch of intersections. Oh, they picked. It is James Duncan.
James Duncan. Okay. It makes sense.
Okay, so kind of as expected.
So defensive ends are really weak right now.
Yep,
probably
for DAs.
Probably the last defensive end we'll see for a while.
So who's on the clock now? The Steelers? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why is my mic lagging? Is that happening to anybody else? Some people are bitching about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's happening.
Not most of the time. I think it may be worse on the broadcast.
Oh, I wonder if... I think my Steam... Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. My My Steam was downloading something.
Weiss posted a updated spreadsheet for everyone, for all the players that have not been picked, etc. I don't know what these colors are for, but
Yo, what is this color coordination? Is he, I guess he's going to continue updating this? That'd be nice.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Oh god, I'm lagging a lot. What the hell is going on?
is your Steam updating something or something?
Not anymore.
So James Duncan is the 4th Utah player taken in this draft. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
Who's had the most players taken so far?
Florida State.
Probably Bama. Bama has
Oh.
8.
Yeah, maybe Bama. They have 3 wide receivers taken already.
Yeah, Florida State is 5. Yeah, it's pretty much Bama, unless anyone else is up there for some reason that I'm missing. I think Oklahoma State has like 5 or 4.
Pittsburgh pick is in. They take strong safety Walter Valdez. That's a pretty good pick for this spot. He was falling for some reason. It's a 78 overall guy for the 4th round. It's not bad.
Bless you. So now it's Philly. What does Philly need?
Pretty much
Get him
everything.
in.
Philly is they're running with Richard Ramos this year. It looks like so it's possible they might draft James Dale a lot, but
Oops, James Dale could stay local in
Pittsburgh. Pick is in. Philly took defensive tackle Reggie Hedberg.
Oh, that's a good
Tennessee.
pick, actually. Sagebo would love that. It's from one of his guys. One of his new guys. Well, I guess he never actually played for Sagebo, but
I'm curious why he took him over Jeremy Owen.
knows.
Because he's a very large man at 6'8".
They're both 6'8".
Well, I didn't know that.
Jeremy Owen is 6'8", 290. Hedberg is 6'8", 258. 75, and Owen had 3 sacks. So I don't really know. I guess if you're running a 4-3, maybe Hedberg's size is better than I don't know what they're running for.
I have no idea. So next on the clock is looks like Arizona. This could be. I think I've been mentioning receiver to them for a while. I think this may actually be a receiver.
Do they not have receivers? Like, what's the situation with that?
I think
I'm
they have
not
Tommy
100% sure.
Fogey, but
Yeah, that's basically it.
Whatever. It's basically not a receiver, so.
They could use Bill Hardy, maybe.
I don't know if Phil Hardy's a good guy. He's like high rated, but he only had 1 touchdown, and he's 5'11". Short. His combine was not very good. It's really slow.
True. I don't know how good Al DeVito is, actually. Maybe he's better.
He has not been good for Georgia.
I didn't think so.
So I'm back, guys. Has the draft started yet, or still not?
Yes, let's go.
We're doing it in a thread
Okay.
on the
Is
forum.
it? Okay. Let
Um,
me catch up.
let's see.
It's only been like 5 picks. Or 3 picks, actually.
Doug Chadwick is, I don't know how great he is, like compared to the hype, but Anthony McCardell is actually like, he was always very good. Even with Steve Reed, he was always very good.
Clemson throws a lot. This guy had a lot of touchdowns, though. 11 touchdowns, 990 yards.
Yeah, but that was even with Steve Reed, who sucked.
Yeah.
This is
And
true.
he was like the top receiver in the ACC, even with North Carolina in 2015.
What pick is in? They have taken Jonathan Jimenez, center.
Jimenez.
Jimenez. Center from Arizona.
Nobody wants Joseph Colbert, I guess.
So next up is the Steelers yet again.
Again?
Yeah. The Steelers have another pick in like 10 picks,
I
so
think
if they want a QB, I think they're going to wait also.
This is the trade. This is the Bills pick that they traded for the previous round.
Well, I think this is the Chiefs pick first, right? Unless they submitted it already and I didn't see.
Actually, yeah, you're right. KC picks and then the Bills pick. Or Pittsburgh picks. My bad.
This is the pick Kansas City received from Kansas City. Always funny.
Always funny, hilarious.
By the way, guys, the Hard Knocks vote will end at 11. I fucked up yesterday and didn't add the Giants, so if you want to see Kotar and you voted for somebody else, just go re-vote. I also removed the Chiefs because they didn't actually want to be on it. So if you voted for them, re-vote.
Are the Chiefs on the clock right now, or did they trade this pick?
They've
They
gotten
might
it.
be trying to trade it, but they're on the clock.
It's guard Boyd Buckley, 75 overall.
It's pretty decent. I figured there'd be a bunch of guards going at this point, so.
Yeah.
Is somebody updating the wiki? It's quite far behind.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I was just waiting for this pick to come in to hit save.
So now we're on Pittsburgh.
Again.
Yep.
Has Pittsburgh drafted a quarterback yet? Is this a possible James Dale landing spot?
We were
No,
talking about it earlier. I don't think so
just
yet.
mentioned it. They have another pick in 10 picks, so they're going to pick a QB. I expect it to be then. It would make more sense to get a player you want here in case he gets taken. And they took Anthony McCardell, and I like that. It's a good pick.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
That's probably why whoever we mention gets drafted. So.
Uh,
I was really surprised Walter Valdez didn't get drafted yesterday. I thought that was a pretty
Yeah.
good pick right at 107.
I think he was one of the better remaining people.
yeah.
Alright, we're up to Washington. I'm
I
not
don't
really
know. I don't.
liking their draft so far.
Where did they drafted?
They took Michael Barber in the first.
Yeah, and then they took that receiver from Duke, I think, right?
Adrian Allen, yep.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
But they do have a lot of pieces already. They just need to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to look at these teams like after the draft to judge.
I know the Redskins is Javier Fields and Atlanta rejects.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because Atlanta traded them like all of their players in that trade. Well, to be fair, they traded like Fields and then a bunch of scraps.
So the upcoming picks are what? Redskins, Bears, Broncos, Lions. Correct.
Yeah.
And Sofo said in the shout box, "Go to hell, Pittsburgh." So I guess everyone wanted McCardell.
So Sophos traded up for McCardell, I guess.
Well, screw you, Sophos. There you go. You're welcome. So now is the Redskins, right?
It is the Redskins, and as far as I know, they haven't picked yet.
The Redskins have not picked. That is correct.
Are they on? It's Bright Falls and Nephew Jack.
Bright Falls was on
They
earlier.
just they took Patrick Parks, the free safety.
That's a good pick, I think.
Yeah,
It's one of the
I think that's a
only
good pick,
remaining.
too.
One of the only good remaining free safeties.
Not much to say about that, really. Where do they? Oh man, I can't wait to see what these expansion teams look like. I guess since we're
By the way, since Inspiral isn't on and GRV isn't on, I'm gonna take a break to like make sure I know who I'm picking when there's like one pick before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So is it the Bears on the clock now?
Yep.
Yes.
Correct.
The Bears have gotten Brookshire and
They haven't really been I guess they just traded back a bunch.
Well, because they traded their first and their second in the trade. For some reason, for the second pick, they traded both of those, and
So
they got a third.
they've gotten Brookshire. They got an offensive tackle, Bob McMahon, and this will be their third pick.
I don't know.
Might be a receiver
O-line
here.
or receiver, yeah, that's what I would.
I feel like they could really use O-line, like
They
really
need-
badly.
I mean, they pretty much just have to hoard O-line, so.
This is probably a guard then.
Yeah, it could be D-line if there's anybody. There's no defensive tackles left, are there?
There's a couple 74s, I think.
Okay, well, could be that.
Actually, there is 175, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with either O or D-line then.
There's 175, Larry Holmes from LSU. Although I don't believe he
No.
recorded any stats last year, like at all.
Jeremy Owen hasn't been picked yet, has he?
Oh yeah, the guy. BYU.
I forgot about him. Yeah, I guess him too.
There'd be 275 defensive tackles. There's quite a bit of 74s too.
With defensive tackles that are like not like 80 plus, I don't feel bad about taking one without stats because they're like one of the least likely positions to record stats.
To get stats. Yeah.
Let's see. I think they picked.
Have they picked yet?
Bears picked Matthew Brewer, guard.
Yeah,
very
not too
expected.
surprising.
Basically what we said.
Let me go see what Chicago's best receiver is right now. Are they the team that got Medina?
No, that's Pittsburgh.
There's Medina and Anthony McCardo.
Yep.
That might not be that bad.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, the
decent.
Bears have Brandon Sneed, the player that was traded for Riddick Smith in the Atlanta to Miami trade.
He's
Okay.
he's meh.
They also have Isaiah
then-
Davidson, the guy that caught 2 touchdown passes from Vamos Ramos in that ridiculous playoff game.
Oh yeah.
Norris Brookshire has some okay hands, I guess. They do need a second receiver there.
So it's like Detroit is up, in case you guys didn't know, because Denver's pick is forfeited. But Lasercats posted in the thread, so thank you.
Yeah.
There's another forfeited pick in like the 7th round, so keep that in mind.
It's the Rams.
Fucking
I'm be on it.
Rams.
Oh yeah, because you guys messed up the roster or something, right?
Is that
They had a guy
Yeah,
cheating on their team.
we played it?
Okay, so who do you think this is the second one Detroit traded up for? Apparently they wanted Anthony McCardell here, so could this be a receiver and a different receiver?
I think it might be a corner still.
Well, they wanted a wide receiver, or Sophos wouldn't have flipped shit about the McCardell thing.
True,
so
but
I guess
Douglas
they're-
Chadwick is still available.
Heck
they
is it?
took Carter.
Cartwright.
Just to answer
so I
Answer a
basically
quick-
called both their picks.
to answer a quick question from the shout box, why is Denver's pick forfeited? They tried to trade a pick they didn't have in the 4th round.
No,
So-
that's not why that it's forfeited.
Yeah, that's not at all why it's forfeited.
It was the transition tag issue.
Yeah,
Was that? Oh, I thought. Huh.
go look
Okay,
in the
never mind.
punishments for them. It's all there.
It's the same reason that their owner can't hire his own
Yeah,
cats.
the Sam fucked up pretty badly. Basically.
No, it's New England.
So this is the Patriots, Buffalo, Ravens, Broncos, and Bucks. Lots of B's.
Patriots coming up. I guess they took a lot of O-line. Not sure what else they need.
I guess this could be a receiver, theoretically.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. In Spiral just joined the chatsy.
Oh, well,
He said he had a call from his boss.
okay. So
Do you want to pause and then bring it all to the interface?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Detroit, hold on your pick, please.
Detroit already picked. It's
New England. New
On your
England,
pick,
hold on to your
please.
pick.
So what's going to happen now, I think, is Inspiro will start the clock, input all your picks. I'm not sure how he's going to handle the 114 Denver pick, because it's on the interface, but it shouldn't be.
Well,
I told him it was
Player
forfeited,
blank.
so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so don't make any further picks. Well, Patriots
The
picked.
Patriots have already picked.
Okay, goddamn it.
Whatever, just leave it be. They can just put it on the
Buffalo
interface.
Bills, don't
You
make
don't
it.
tackle
thread.
Jeremy Owen.
I'm going to lock the thread.
Alright, that's good.
Oh, that's a
Damn
good
it.
idea.
Wow, there are 30 people.
All right, so they took Jeremy Owen. There.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's good value right there. I think there's going to be a run on D linemen, especially defensive tackle, coming up, because there's a couple 75s, a couple 74s.
Well,
It's
there's
good
not
value
really
for this.
any defensive ends to run on at this point, so.
Yeah. So just defensive tackles, guys.
So we had 3, 6, 9, 11 picks that we missed with the, which is pretty much about 5. It's like 2 minutes per pick, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
8% of the way through the day.
We didn't start till quarter after because.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Already considered that.
Okay, so what Inspiral said is he moved the clock to 117, but hold on. I'm just going to tell him he has to lock the other players because that could
Yeah.
mess things up.
He's entering them right now. James Duncan.
All right, just wait till don't pick.
He paused the clock, so you can't pick anyway.
Okay, that's good. So just wait until this is all done. We'll announce it.
You know that it's working at least.
Yeah, I just had so many tabs open trying to keep up with the draft. The interface is amazing. All I need is one tab, one interface, one lovely UI. Thanks, Inspiral.
That was so heartfelt.
So the Saints are trying to move up in the 4th round, saying they're going to try to overpay. They have Kevin Richards, so it's not going to be Michael Shoemaker. They have Devereaux, so it's not going to be Dick Cook or James Dale. Who do you guys
Well, they
think
only-
is going to be?
They only have Shoemaker locked down for a year. Or not Shoemaker. They only have sorry, I messed that up. They only have Richard locked down for a year under the transition tag, so they might take Shoemaker in the fourth as insurance.
Yeah, I think that's a very Saints-like move to make, honestly. So, but I honestly, if I were them, I wouldn't do that because I think there's some good running backs you can get in the 6th or 7th round. So that's just my opinion. And plus, Kevin Richards did get injured that one time, so getting a backup for him would be good. You never know when shit like that's going to happen.
Yeah, I was talking to Danger yesterday, and they were going to try to move up and draft Doran Brose as a backup because Blackman was injured. So thinking about it, it'd be a good safety net for the Saints to come up and take Shoemaker.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make
Shoemaker.
sense to. Okay, so I don't know if Inspiral's still inputting them.
I don't know what's happening. He stopped updating it.
Oh, because he needs to figure out how to deal with the forfeit pick.
Oh. Okay. You could just input like the worst player in the draft.
Brian Brown, punter.
Yeah. He's already the joke of everything, so.
Because his name is Brian Brown.
Obvious.
That's hilarious.
Put the worst fullback in the 7th round.
Just do something like that, it's fine temporarily. They're not getting drafted, so.
Yeah. Worst fullback and Brian Brown.
Drafting
Well,
a
there's only-
fullback in the 3rd round. Just
It's only
Panthers
one
things.
forfeit, so.
What round do you guys think Jason Sochia is going to go? The
Like, the
insane
next
punter
round?
out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think he's a 5th round talent.
Yeah, probably a 5th round guy.
Punters are people too. They're kind of
But are they really?
Hunters are really undervalued in this, though.
But I don't know if they're actually people or not. Okay, Inspiral says 114 is officially forfeited, so he'll input the rest of the picks.
Okay, there's also a 7th round one somewhere. St.
Yep,
Louis.
it's the St. Louis 7th round.
Yeah, I'll just let him deal with that once
250.
he finishes inputting everything and starts it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's so far down the line that it doesn't matter at this very moment.
Okay, so he still needs to input those remaining ones, and then we're caught up.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Inspiral is asking for the teams that have already made picks to put them on the interface, so he's not inputting them.
Okay. So I guess.
Yeah.
Do they have to be in order?
Yeah, I think they need to be in order.
Okay, so Pittsburgh, please give that a try.
Okay, he says the clock is off, but they can put in their picks if it'll go quicker. So yeah, just put in your picks, guys. Whoever you picked, just put them in. It doesn't need to be in order.
Alright, 2 of them are in.
Is it any order?
Yeah,
Any order. Yeah.
they were already in.
As long as you don't pick like a guy who was picked before you, it should go smoothly.
If you fuck this up, I'm docking the rest of your draft picks.
Uh-oh. Don't underestimate stupidity.
Okay, we just need New England's, Washington's, Pittsburgh's second one, and Philly's.
So
if
basically all of them.
well, that's like half of them.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it yet, please do so we can hurry the hell up.
We are significantly falling behind with the time.
Yeah, this is already going to be a long day.
Philadelphia and Washington left.
Do they not have any other picks? Or...
Oh no! Well, couldn't we just enter it? Alien, you have the password, right?
I don't have the I don't have the password. I can change
Well,
it.
he would have to like sort through every single password too. Plus, Philly's the only one left.
Okay.
Although they may have left, possibly, if they don't have a pick for a while.
Proletariat's in IRC. Proletariat, if you're hearing this, please input your pick.
Proletariat, please.
Oh, I remember what I gave them their password. I'll just put it in. What was their pick?
Oh, I know what their password is too, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah. Just do it, Alien.
See, they may have put it in. No, they still haven't put it in.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna input it for them. Although I guess you guys heard that, and I was meant to shout that in the shout box, but shut up.
Okay, I should be in now.
Okay, cool.
So you should start the clock.
Whenever he hears this.
Okay, cool. So we're back on track.
We good? We good?
Yep, I believe we're good. Inspiral said he's starting the clock back. Clock is on. 170 seconds left.
All right. So back to the draft. Buffalo. I think they need to go O-line. So,
With McCready, yeah, I think O-line
I
is the
think
way
they
to
need.
go.
I think this will be a guard. D. Harris, possibly. I don't know if they have a center. It could be a center.
Wait, who's this? Buffalo? Oh, yeah.
Center is good value right now. There's the JUCO guy, Joseph Colbert, if someone wants to take a chance.
That's true, actually. That is, well, decent value for one player. There's like nobody else.
Oh, they picked. It is offensive tackle Joseph Rasmussen.
That's a good pick. I like that guy. I think.
I like his name.
You said that yesterday, too.
It kind of feels like the name of an offensive tackle.
Joseph
I would have liked
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen and Romanowski on the same team. They seem like they go together. Oh well.
Does Rome need another outside linebacker? Would that be
He just
The
needs
pick
Did they
defense.
trade one of them for Baron Anthony? I think they did.
I think so. He took cornerback Lynn Perry.
so a
That's-
guy opposite Sammy Muhammad?
Yeah,
Can't
that's
complain.
pretty good, I think. I'm not sure he's that good, but we'll see. For second cornerback, he doesn't have to be that great.
I mean, I guess they needed one, so fair enough.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick. All right, Denver's on
So
the
now it's
clock.
Denver. Denver could still use a lot of different positions. So
Yeah. Maybe I'll take Chadwick just because the Sam is obsessed with that guy.
That guy's a
legitimately
legend.
wouldn't surprise me. Aren't there like 3 separate players named like Doug Chadwick and Dougie Chadwick?
No, there's 2. There's one more.
I think Doug Chadwick's the kick returner for Tennessee. He's a running back.
I feel like there was one more though. I remember seeing a Dougie Chadwick somewhere.
I don't think so. Dougie's not in the name generator.
Apparently,
Okay.
Lynn Perry played strong safety last year for LSU for some reason. Maybe that's why his stats are not good.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's a
possible.
pretty bad.
That would make sense. So maybe he's better than no stats show, or maybe he had a pick. I don't remember.
He did have one. All right, outside linebacker Steve Windsor to Denver.
I have no opinion about this.
I can't
I'm
say
really
I know that
hoping-
much about him.
That guy had 18 tackles. That's it.
The Buccaneers are back on the clock. Are they going to take another scrambling quarterback?
They already have 3.
Dick Cook.
They'll just get Dick Cook and Glenn Spencer, and then when they inevitably get injured, they'll just have them.
Why do they get
Four-headed
injured so
QB.
much? Is it the Bucks' offensive line?
It's scramblers in general just seem to get injured more. I don't know.
Just getting leveled and plowed all over the field.
They need to learn to slide.
Yeah.
I did an article on 2015 where AT had like 33 sacks, and he never got injured. But I don't know how he survives 33 sacks. Everyone else last season had about 10 to 20, and it wasn't worth making an article for.
That's disappointing. But was Alan Taylor's offensive line truly that bad?
It was pretty bad.
Okay, Tampa took tight end Jerry Sipa.
It's a good pick.
Saipa.
Yeah.
I actually had him pretty highly rated for the ends. I think it would combine, except for the injury risk.
I think he had like the worst combine among the tight ends, but there were also only 3 tight ends, so it's not that bad.
Well,
He's the third one taken.
I compared him to last year. Last year, I think he had terrible tight end combines, but I think he had a better one this year. Just all of them were better than last year, I think. But I'm not
I
sure.
think so too, actually. They were pretty horrific bad last year.
Dean Craig Pelton says, and I quote, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck."
Ty Miller would make it a good tight end.
Yeah, they needed a replacement because their guy got taken in the
This
expansion.
might be the James Dale pick, guys. It's Pittsburgh.
Oh man,
This
someone.
legitimately could be, like, that would not surprise me.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Come on, Rabid. Give us Dale.
Rabbit, fuck up the draft, please.
But then he won't be on Hard Knocks. Disappointing.
Well, we could get Kotar. I guess Kotar's in the NFC, though, so we could get both. Depending on where he goes.
Will we be visited by the rabid snowman of free stuff?
Well, they're halfway through the clock.
Taking their sweet ass time to pick James Dale.
Like, I'm being serious right now. Don't be surprised if this is actually James Dale.
I would be pretty surprised.
Got a minute left.
This can't actually be James Dale, can it?
Maybe they're just waiting so long for the hype to.
Hype to build.
The hype has reached critical mass.
let the hype build and then finally do it.
Darn, Philip Dickinson. Not a sexy pick, but a good one.
No. The hope dies.
No. Rabbit, you hurt my heart.
Why must you make a decent pick?
Alright, Seattle is up. I think Seattle's had a decent draft so far, personally. But not a very flashy one.
I wasn't a huge fan of their first round.
I don't know if Corey Quinn pans out the way they do. It's gonna be hard to pass on him.
I think Corey Quinn is
Corey Quinn.
very good. So even if he's going to be a second corner, I think it's really quite good for them. But we'll see. Not sure what Seattle needs at this point. They have a pretty strong team already, I think.
This could still be a receiver. I don't think they took one yet.
They did.
Although I think... Did they take one?
I believe
They
so.
took Patrick Burke out of Auburn,
Right.
the guy that fell really far.
Could just be O-line then. I don't think they've taken O-line.
No, they haven't. Well, they took Tripucka, but they haven't taken a tackle.
Right.
I think they're good at O-line, though, honestly.
Yeah, could it be Larry Holmes, the defensive tackle of LSU?
Oh, maybe.
It's possible. Do they have a center?
I don't
Wait, I don't think they have. Their pick is in. It's Craig Boyd, defensive tackle out of Ole Miss.
Ooh, a defensive tackle?
Yeah.
So they took him over Larry Holmes.
I don't know the stats on those two guys, so I can't compare them. They
Holmes
didn't
had
do
no
this combine.
stats, and Boyd had 2 sacks, 16 tackles, forced fumble.
I think I'd take that production over Holmes.
It's also a pass versus run stop. If that matters to you. Cincinnati. Their pick is already in. They take Douglas Chadwick, wide receiver.
Talk about overdrafted. Based purely off of hype.
Classic.
There's a 78 and 77 still on the board.
Yeah, it's a bad pick. It's pretty bad.
Those other guys aren't very good either, though. So
No, it's bad. Who is frantically away so hard?
not sure. Jacksonville's up. I think Jacksonville needs a receiver. They took a tight end already, I think, didn't they?
They do need a receiver to win.
I don't think they took a tight end.
They didn't take it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they did. They took Kelly Littleton.
Yeah, Kelly
but I
Littleton.
think they need a receiver. They have 2 receivers on their board that are 80 plus, but they are like 3rd-year players, so they take that long to get to 80 plus. It's not usually a good sign.
Or is it a chance for Shoemaker? I don't know if they're sold on Ed Latta, and they
I
already
don't
got
want
rid of
Shoemaker.
James Bush.
Well, they took... And they took Jason Sotia.
Oh, the punter.
What? Is that a joke?
That's
Nope.
that's such a Jaguars thing to do.
This isn't the 3rd round.
Is that a joke? Like, did they legitimately take him?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I can't. I thought Tabor's not drafting anymore.
it's UBL.
Holy shit, that's bad. Okay.
Well, we've had one of every position taken now, I think, right?
Yep. Wow, that's fucking horrific pick. Jesus.
St. Louis, Sageville, who are you picking?
I guess he's going to pick. Wow, I can't believe they actually took a punter. Wow, that's so bad.
Hunters aren't people. Well, To be fair, he's the only good punter at all.
But still, it's
But still.
not good. Like, you don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
What does a fourth rounder make? I think it's like $2 million.
$2.5.
It's basically max salary for a
2.5.
punter. Rams.
Well, they better hope he's a really good one.
Oh, we're almost at the end of the fourth. Yeah, about 10 more picks plus the comps.
So next 5 are Rams, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Cowboys.
I think someone else is drafting for the Vikings today.
Isaac, yeah.
Oh, really? Are the Saints
Yeah.
here, or is Alien? Are you still drafting for them?
Yeah, they're here.
Oh, they're here.
So the consecutive picks were Doug Chadwick and then a punter.
Yeah, what? Okay, we've reached full retard status.
St. Louis they took Paul Scott from Kansas State.
I don't know who that is, so.
He's an offensive tackle,
Oh, that's why.
not a sexy pick, just a lineman.
It's okay. Sometimes you have to do that.
Curious why you took him over 75 guys.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
We really like big-sized offensive tackles. This guy's 301 pounds, and that just tipped him over the edge for us. Plus, he's
Right.
run blocking, and we think that Sean Anderson needs a run blocking lineman. I think the rest of our linemen are all pass blocking.
There's been a trade. The Saints traded their 5th rounder for the Cleveland 4th rounder.
Just straight up.
I would assume not, because they can't be that
Pro-
dumb.
Oh, Minnesota pick center Tim Beeben.
Oh, at 20, Saints traded this year's 4th and next year's 4th for this year's 4th of the Browns.
Interesting.
Or
Well,
sorry. Next year's
If the Saints-
this year's 5th and next year's 4th for this year's 4th of the Browns.
who did they take? If the Saints jumped us for someone, I hate to break it to you, but you probably didn't jump us for the proper. They took offensive guard D. Harris from Ohio State. I don't know.
I don't
think
think
it's
that's
kinda
worth
random.
He had a
jumping
bad
up
combine, or he wasn't at a combine. Never mind. Yeah, who did they jump? Why did you jump like fucking 6 spots? Or
No idea, but they've had a pretty good draft so far. So.
maybe they're scared of the run on yards. I don't know.
Who knows?
Legitimately, I have no idea why they did that. Maybe they can't be here later and they're trying to get rid of pigs.
All right, Jets. Jimbo's typing it in, I presume.
Sounds like it. No, it sounds like
I'm
they're
just
talking about
confirming something within Spiral, but if he confirms it, then I'll put it in. Although if time runs out, I'll probably just put it in anyway.
Are the Jets actually going to draft James Stale?
They're thinking about it.
They picked a kicker already. They might as well.
Jumbo's laughing. They're doing it.
I'm laughing.
Yes, it's happening.
Please.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
We picked.
Free safety Daniel Scott.
Damn it.
Damn it.
We have 0 free safeties on our roster, so
That's not fun.
I'm disappointed.
Guys are not cool.
Come on,
Sorry.
Jimbo.
maybe if we had a free safety on our roster.
Wow, the shell box is people chanting Dale.
All right, Dallas is up. They could actually maybe use James Dale. They have a quarterback.
Their
who's
quarterback is like super underrated.
He's like mediocre.
I don't know.
League
Wow.
average at best. Of course, they don't really need
I
it.
really want Dallas to run the option. I feel like with Von Abraham and then another guy that can scramble out of the pocket, they'd be really scary.
Dream team.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd go with like Glenn Spencer or Dick Cook.
They went with cornerback Roniel Buchanan.
Okay.
That's a sweet name.
Where is that
He
guy?
was on Florida State. He was like Weiss's third, I think.
Oh.
Apparently, Jumbo swore James Dale wouldn't fall past this spot, but he has.
I lied.
James Dale is still sitting in the green room. Rumor has it there's moss growing on his jersey.
Did you say my name?
All right, Tennessee. Then we got Houston and Oakland. Then the Giants twice in a row. Somehow Houston was the division winner, but I still pick after them, even though we got knocked out of the same round of playoffs.
Pick that up with Jumbo.
Alright, Wiki, I just updated like 5 picks, so.
Oh yeah, nice.
So far, all I know of Tennessee is they have Kareem the Dream, and they've invested a lot in their linebacker corps. They got Randy Humphries from us and David Doherty early in the first.
Our linebackers are alright.
Wow. I just looked on the draft thing and it says Maryland is in the ACC. Interesting.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah, I know you haven't. I know you haven't updated it, but that's old.
This will be Tennessee's third pick in the draft. They've gone outside linebacker and offensive tackle so far. Is this
So
Shoemaker?
Tennessee is just as unflashy as real life.
Will this be Shoemaker? Nope, it's strong safety Clarence Pete.
That sounds like
They had
a
no,
150-year-old farmer from Kansas, Mr. Clarence Pete.
he had
So
no
that was
stats, so it's hard to say. He's a 78, but yeah, he had no stats, so I don't know.
That was the last strong safety that attended the combine.
We might be running out of players that went to the combine in general. Like I don't think
I'm
there's any.
surprised there's still people
That's
like,
better kickers.
outside running back and quarterback that are
Yeah,
from there.
quarterback, running back, kicker.
It is true, actually. It's kind of weird.
And maybe receiver. No. Yeah, Bill Hardy went to the combine.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Who's the biggest player available this year,
What do you mean?
size-wise?
Oh, I don't know.
The
Probably
heavy.
some defensive tackle.
No, it's an offensive tackle, I believe. I looked at this the other day. I forget who it was, though.
I can take a
Oh,
look.
Houston picks Antonio Hotchkiss, corner from Ohio State. I actually really like this guy. I was hoping to draft him in like the 6th round or something because he's only 73. But
Everybody gets drafted like way earlier than you think.
yeah, he had 5 picks, so it's pretty good.
Now they have Hotchkiss and DeAndre Hawkins. They have the Ohio State
Oh
cornerbacks.
yeah, that's interesting.
They're getting the band back together.
So last year, I think the heaviest player was Nigel Smith, was 346 pounds, offensive tackle.
Damn, that's huge.
My
Wait,
left tackle
wait,
is 360 pounds.
The offensive tackle we drafted in the 2nd round is 6'1", 343.
Woo!
And I think that's the largest offensive tackle in terms of weight. I'm going to take a look at guards quickly and defensive tackles.
Oh, it's Oakland's pick. And then Giants twice, and then me.
Yep, so our 6'1", 343 guy is the heaviest.
All right, the pick is in.
Probably highest BMI.
I will be back shortly. I need to go to the bathroom really bad.
New York twice in a row now. I picked offensive tackle Thomas Newton.
Another guy to protect Nick Hall.
Is he going to start?
Yeah, he'll be my right tackle.
Have either of you guys started drafting for depth yet? All the guys we've drafted are likely going to start.
Not yet. I have like one or two more picks that are starters. Maybe.
I think post this, we're actually going to be mostly drafting for depth.
Oh, Shoutbox is telling me that Nigel Smith was 346 pounds and the fastest offensive tackle
The
at the
Giants
combine.
took Dick Cook.
Dick
Did they
Cook!
actually?
Cook is off
Wait,
the
did they
board.
actually?
Oh my god.
Wait, are you serious? Oh
Yes.
my god. Someone picked him? I would have taken Glenn Spencer.
No one even scouted him. Interesting.
Wait, the Giants scouted him?
No, nobody scouted him or Spencer.
Dick Cook!
I legitimately would have taken Glenn Spencer.
Well, I think the problem with Glenn Spencer is he might be better athletically, but if you are trying to get a backup quarterback, you don't want somebody with injury risk.
That's
The
true.
Giants'
But
second pick, they got Cliff Lloyd, outside linebacker out of Tennessee.
while that may be true, I'd rather have a injury-prone backup than a really, 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 really shitty backup.
I'm not so sure about that. Disagree, but
Isn't it amazing that Jason Sochia got drafted before Dick Cook and James Dale?
A little bit.
hey, that might mean James Dale is Russell Wilson. He's not black, and he's also not a scrambler.
I'm back. Oh, it's
Hi.
my
Yeah, it's your pick. Dick Cook got taken.
What?
The Giants are
Yeah,
back.
it's Cook.
Why?
Good question.
The backup Kotar, obviously.
The interface is down for me, so this is
You have
unfortunate.
1 minute.
Still.
Inspiral is also not here at the moment. He had
What's
to go. He had to go on another call with his boss. So
With his mom?
with his boss.
Oh. Alright, my pick's him.
Maybe his mom is his boss. I don't know, but it's his boss.
It's like really slow right now.
Yeah, it's really slow. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I see it.
Probably too many people.
Yep, Jack Durrance.
Guys, if
I
you're
almost-
on the interface right now, like, please get off and just use the wiki
I
because
almost took Alexander Baumgartner because I'm pretty sure he's German, but I like this guy better.
Why do you like this guy? He only had 12 tackles.
I don't know. He was a JUCO, so he was on LSU. He didn't start. I don't think so.
Yeah, I
probably
kind of
started.
like Baumgartner just stats alone, but let's see. If he wasn't a starter, maybe you'd take a chance.
He's also quite a bit heavier, which I like for a run man to man outside linebacker. I don't want a zone pass player really.
All right, Seattle's got another pick here. Then we got Atlanta.
Then we are into the comp picks, I believe.
Yeah.
that's correct. Who did Seattle take? They took Devern Lemmerman.
Oh yeah, they did. Running out of centers here for the Oakland. I mean, for if you need anybody.
If you need anybody, Oakland.
Well, that'll be the first center that the Seahawks have ever had. They started an offensive tackle last year at center.
Wow.
All right, we're up to Atlanta, right?
We are at the last pick of the 4th round. I believe this might also be near the halfway pick of the entire draft. I'm near the 268, so 134. So we just passed it. Mine was, I guess.
We're already past. Yeah. Atlanta
No,
just
it's the
picked.
Giants. Yeah, it's the Giants. Oh, what is it? What is it?
They took defensive tackle Chris LeBaron.
I don't know why
I think he was like all ACC in 2015.
Yeah, they needed defensive tackle pretty badly.
Yeah. So,
Okay, well that's fair enough then.
no, it's Lloyd.
Are teams avoiding Larry Holmes like the plague?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Scared of
Like
no
I said,
stats, I guess.
I don't mind a defensive tackle with no stats if he's not a top guy.
Chris LeBaron. It's like the car. Chrysler LeBaron. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Detroit, St. Louis, and Miami again. Not sure what Detroit needs now. I guess they might go receiver here. Who's left? They could go one of these guys have been following, Bill Hardy or DeVito. Maybe Aaron Maculelli, whatever the fuck his name is.
Like we're approaching the point where people are gonna be picking backups.
Yes, because we're also approaching the point where people are just going to reach on like 71s that are just happen to have good stats or whatever.
Yeah. One minute left for Detroit. Detroit taking this time. You know you can't trade these picks, right?
Looks
Yeah.
like they just turned it in.
Alright.
It is wide receiver Aaron Paglielli
Oh,
from Florida.
Again.
Took a 74 over 78. Interesting.
I have, like, my mind is, like, linked to the Lions front office. That's why I always pick the players they want.
Wow, yeah, that's weird. You keep calling it. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is really weird. Almost
St.
too
Louis,
weird.
Sage Bow. What do we got here?
We got a pick. I just don't know who to take yet. Give me a sec.
Well, they don't have the pick, do you?
How many votes do we have left in the CFBHC Vision thing?
I haven't updated it in like 2 days. I think there's like 3 votes left. I'll do it after the draft. That's my plan.
There's always like the stragglers.
It's like the same people as usual.
Why do they keep entering?
Oh no. Why do people keep signing up for stuff and then not doing it? It's very common on this site.
Yeah, I'm worried about that with Hard Knocks, but if they get punished at least if they don't do it.
Punished. I think the pick is.
Pick is in. You're on the clock.
If we went inside linebacker Brad Hood out of Michigan State,
It's a good pick.
getting all the Michigan State players. As far as I know, we have 3 on our defense right now.
I now have 3 Syracuse players now.
Could people please get off the interface? Thank you.
For some reason, we have like 3 or 4 Maryland players on our team, and I know we have the Maryland coach, but he's recommended like none of them.
Charlie Paul was a Maryland guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, our third string receiver also went to Maryland, and then we just drafted a Maryland guy. Yeah, the interface is starting to go slow for me.
It's really slow right now.
Yeah, guys, seriously, if you're not drafting, please get off the interface and use the wiki, or ask your GM or something.
My pick's
Because
in.
there's only 3 minutes, so we need to make sure that people can make their picks properly.
I picked Bill Hardy, wide receiver from California.
It's probably worth the risk at this point.
Thanks for the 78 in the late 4th round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were going to draft him.
That's really good value.
All right, I got 3 wide receivers now. Caught up. It's not.
For you for making good picks or something.
It's not flashy pick, I guess, but whatever.
So Houston's up. They've taken a corner, an outside linebacker, running back, defensive tackle, and receiver.
They don't have a ton of needs, so they're probably just drafting at depth at this point, I would imagine.
It's probably just depth.
Oh, I just noticed how annoying it is that the full player line that you can copy into your roster has inches instead of feet dash inches. This is gonna suck.
It's different if you use the spreadsheet that was posted by.
I know, but people are just gonna copy the full line from the interface into their roster.
If you do that, then I'm going to punish you. So please don't do that.
And
Attaboy,
the punishment.
Yoden.
Please don't do that. Like, oh god, that would suck.
If you see people doing that, report them to me so I can get it sorted out.
Okay, what are we on? We're on Houston.
Still on Houston. I got 65
McGill
seconds.
drafting or Doctor today?
I think Gill is back.
I think Miguel's back in. Oh, picks in.
It is
Aldevito,
wide receiver Aldevito.
I didn't know that guy. He's just super underperforming. Then again, he had the quarterbacks in Georgia have been kind of questionable for a few years.
Yeah, he didn't have any touchdowns last year. That.
Again, Hardy only had 1.
He did have 4 yards. Yeah, the guy you just took only had 1 touchdown, but
I know, but he was on California, so Georgia at least is like
California,
top player.
doesn't California actually pass the ball a decent amount though?
No, they started and then they didn't. They have Bobby Kaleidoscope, Kalodziej, Polish guy.
I think we're about to run out of like semi-decent low-end wide receiver 2s. I think
Yeah,
Peter
it's
Foster would be the
pretty
last
over.
person.
Which is why I took the guy now and didn't wait anymore. It's basically done.
So if you guys need a wide receiver too, Peter Foster's your guy. You might want to start voting the Bears at 149.
There's like,
Public service announcement.
why are you making a service announcement for other people?
Because I don't know what I'm doing. Tappy's back, so I can just go back to full-time broadcasting now.
Full time saying stupid shit.
Minnesota selects outside linebacker Charlie Graham.
Wait, what?
Charlie Graham. That guy is. It's quite a few people have rated higher than him.
Interface is fucking broken again. People.
Charlie Graham last season had 43 tackles.
Yeah. UCLA. Okay, whatever.
Why are there so many people with that spelling of Charlie in the sim? I've never seen that in real life in
That's
my
it.
life.
The only Charlies I know are spelled like that in real life. I know two, and they both spell like that.
Really. It's the worst spelling of Charlie anyway. So,
The hurricane that came through Florida was also spelled like that. It's not that unusual.
really. Huh, I don't know. I feel like I've never seen
Not
that in
Dallas.
my life, but apparently I'm weird.
It is defensive tackle Dalton McWaters.
That's a good pick. Florida State.
Did they just take 2 defensive tackles?
No, they took Cliff Lloyd and Dick Cook right before this. Oh, sorry, it's Dallas.
Dallas.
They took Roniel Buchanan before this, so no, they took defensive end Kevin Olford.
Oh, okay.
Run
They already have Bowers, right? Or is, I think that's what they have. They have
Yeah,
a pretty good defensive tackle.
Sean Bowers.
Giants, Baltimore, Oakland.
And then Houston
Getting
again.
Glenn Spencer. Now it's fullback Harlan Collins for the Giants.
What?
They're going all out running. All
Okay,
out running.
so the
Oh.
Giants hate the pass. It's very evident at this point.
Despite the fact
You're
that
the
they
NFC
drafted
East.
2
Good run,
wide
Smash Mouth.
receivers.
Yeah, so they drafted 2 wide receivers to then go all out run. I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
All right, Baltimore. I'm not sure what they need at this point. Probably defense. Oh, they took a guard. DeJuan Holmes.
Wow, let's go fast. Well, guard's good.
Is that their first offensive pick this draft?
No, I think they took an offensive player in like the second.
Yeah, they got Carlos Goddard, the offensive tackle. We were looking at him. Yep, that's their second offensive player. When I was doing their section of the team guide, I think they have really good skill position guys, regardless of what we think about Danny Patrick. I think Reggie Watkins is really good. Booker T is obviously really good. David Wells is really fast. Reggie Howell seems consistent.
But really fast doesn't work as like a primary.
All right. Oakland picks Alexander Baumgartner, outside linebacker.
The other guy. Oh, you took the guy I was considering. Enjoy the German linebacker.
Houston, then Atlanta, then we're into the 5th round. I'll be right back in a minute.
So 2 more picks in the 4th round.
Yep. Houston and Atlanta. The interface is going really slow for me again.
Yeah, I can't even. Like, people are just refreshing, that's why.
Houston pick is in. If anyone loads it before me, you can say it.
I'm trying.
Defensive tackle Joseph Blair.
Atlanta, last pick of the 4th round.
We were considering Blair at our pick. He had 2 sacks last season. Go with couple tackles.
I feel
Again,
like every single defensive tackle around this range had 2 sacks.
people are still avoiding Larry Holmes.
Yeah, what the hell?
I want to take the guy with no, I don't know.
Yeah, Larry Holmes had no stats, but he's a 75. People are just kiting him there.
If I were Atlanta, I would take him right here, actually, because they just took a defensive tackle, but it was a huge need for them. So taking a guy at this point, 75 at the same position, might be worth it.
Oh my god, it's so slow.
By the way, sorry if the wiki takes a while to update. Sometimes I hit save and it takes like a minute to save.
Wow, that's crazy too. It's about how long the interface takes to load.
The interface literally goes faster for me.
Not for me.
TCTY Killa in the shop box said, "How is there an 80 offensive tackle left? Did I miss it?"
Yes, you did.
But he clearly did miss it. So,
Well, I mean, you can look on the interface. It tells you who's taken.
McGill says it's a size issue for Larry Holmes. You just want a guy bigger than 275.
Well, I mean, a bunch of people, 277 got taken, and a 269 just went to Dallas.
But Joseph Blair was a 294.
Well, that one's different, but most of the other ones are around. Reggie Hedberg's 258.
Big Reg. Oh, Atlanta's pick is in. It's Gino, kick out of Texas.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
that's
they
perfect.
replaced Mike Waters.
Oh, no, Mike Waters!
Kicker.
Legend.
Appeared in 2 Super Bowls. He won
Mike
one.
Waters has missed Super Bowls in multiple Super.
He's been in 2 out of 3 Super Bowls. How can you not like that guy?
Did he miss
Goodbye
Super
to
kick in
a
each
fucking-
one?
He didn't.
oh, I
Miss
don't think he missed a kick in the last one.
He did miss a kick in the first one.
And he didn't miss a kick in this one.
I wonder why Alien's upset about that.
I told fucking the Falcons they were gonna regret signing him, and then they win the Super Bowl. Whatever. He was the worst kicker in the league, and well, not the worst, but one of the worst kickers in the league in 2015.
And then they won the Super Bowl. Okay, we are into the 5th round now with the Bears. Bears. Anything?
I'm going to say Peter Foster right here. Even if the Bears trade, I'm thinking Peter Foster, the wide receiver out of Baylor.
Peter Foster. Oh, maybe.
Peter Foster feels like either a really white dude's name or like a football player's name. There's no in between.
Peter Foster could be like some like really black wide receiver. Like it's like similar levels of name with like Chad Johnson. Chad Johnson is like my IT tech or a really crazy black wide receiver. There's like no in
There's only,
between.
there's only 25 seconds left on the clock. What are you doing, Chicago?
Oh, did they forfeit?
Peter Foster. Nice call. They took him.
I feel like people are taking at this point. People do really just listen and then say whatever we suggest and then take it. It happens too often.
I'm going to give people more credit than that. I think like they kind of at least did some legwork.
I'm going to say right now for the Redskins, they need a backup for Javier Fields. Glenn Spencer is still available.
Oh
Let's
my
see if this
god.
works.
I'm surprised they're still all these running backs available. There's only been 4 running backs taken in this draft.
I mean, this is expansion teams, so theoretically, guys they take could still like start.
Yeah. Buffalo has Chad Test, but I don't know who the other running backs are. One of them got
Pittsburgh
fired.
has
Wa-
James
Washington
Bush.
got like an 80 some odd running back in the trade.
And Justin Buchanan is on the Chiefs. But I feel like some of these guys are better than Justin Buchanan, so. Why is everyone taking so long all of a sudden?
I don't know. It just got really slow.
These 5th round picks are really important. Pick is in. They took James Dale.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I said he would go in the 5th round too, didn't I?
You know, I like this. It's okay. We'll give him time to
I don't know how I feel about this.
learn behind Javier Fields, maybe get his accuracy a little bit better going to the future.
All right, Buffalo.
PRV crying.
Creedy. That was like the least amount of hype for James Dale I imagined. I guess it's the team that he went to.
Did the Redskins
I
volunteer
really
for
don't
Hard
like the
Knocks?
Redskins draft. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, I don't see why you draft a backup quarterback as a.
Why would you
Yeah,
do
I
that?
feel like
You have so many more needs than a backup quarterback.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
I like how there's like no reaction to this now.
Because it's just dumb. Like, this is a stupid pick. You have like you're an expansion team and you need a lot of stuff, and you draft a backup quarterback.
How do you know he's a backup, huh?
If another team gives up on Javier Fields, then whatever. These people are just fucking idiotic.
And Sproul said he changed some settings, so it should be faster.
Okay, that's nice.
I'm pretty sure the Redskins aren't even. They didn't even apply for Hard Knocks, so
They did not.
it's definitely not that.
Damn.
I legitimately have no idea why they took him, but okay.
I don't either. So he goes not far from Pittsburgh, the nation's capital.
Is Dinkelberg on? Is he going to pick?
Brightfall says he has his rationale, so I'm interested to find out.
What is the rationale? Trade Javier Fields.
Let's trade Javier Fields for the 2nd overall pick next year.
But they might not have to trade for the 2nd overall pick that they'll have anyway.
Alright, Buffalo's pick is in. They took Jim Hutchinson. Guard.
Okay, well.
From Aqua.
They do need to protect Erasmus McCready.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly I don't know that much about the guards at this point. I just don't care enough.
Being
think
not an
drafting a
expert
guard
on
here is
74.
Drafting a guard here would be better than whoever they signed in free agency.
That's true. That was actually it seems like 74 is about the value that we're getting at this point for most.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Is it Glenn Spencer time?
Do they need a backup? They might actually need a backup.
I think they do need a backup for Ryan Clark. They go with wide receiver Lance Bull.
I don't like that. Well, I mean, at this point, I don't really know what you can.
They already picked Ty Miller, so.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna like it because I legitimately can't think of anything else that would be better. So I'm not gonna make fun of 2 wide receivers as well. I've taken 2.
I don't know how much you can truly hate on like a receiver at this point.
Yeah.
May as well.
Especially since
You-
now with no more expansions and stuff, we basically just need depth.
Steelers are pretty upset with the Hutchinson pick. Looks like that was their guy.
Interesting.
What do you guys think? Who's going to have more drafted, running backs or tight ends?
Running backs.
Probably running backs.
I think Tennessee
time
right
at the
here
end.
is the next landing spot for a possible Shoemaker pick.
There have already been more
I don't
running
like
backs taken than
Shoemaker.
tight ends.
He was like super hyped up 2 years ago, and then he didn't do anything.
He made Player of the Week nominations a couple times, and he can receive the ball out of the backfield. I don't really know what Northwestern's scheme was, but I know 1 week he had a couple of touchdowns rushing and receiving.
Oh, the Browns have Derek Keys. That's who their
Oh, my old quarterback.
backup is.
I missed you, Derek.
Do you really? Let's see. Arizona. Not really sure what they need here.
Have they taken a receiver yet? I've mentioned that like every time they've come up.
I think they did, but
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. They have.
value.
There's essentially no value for it at this point, but maybe they want to.
I actually didn't even go past the 69s for receivers for looking at their stats. So after those guys, I have no idea about these other guys. So I didn't think there would be this few left in the 5th round.
I kind of anticipated it because there was a quick drop off after like the 74s.
Cornerback Paul Olsen. BYU.
This is what I was just saying. Since we have no more expansions, at this point, carrying like 5 or 6 wide receivers. So if you don't have that many, people are just going to take as many as they can, basically.
Is this the Cardinals' top cornerback now?
I think it is.
This
think they
guy's
got
going to
one
be
in
going
the
up against Walt Peck twice a year.
I think that's the one in the expansion draft.
It's, those
Oh, Philadelphia picked.
I just said.
Oh, they picked Joseph Colbert and then picked Joe Kramer. That was really quickly. You were just lagging again, I think. So,
Well, whatever. Are you going to get a center? No.
maybe. I did re-sign my center for backup, just in case. So
Looks like that case. Who's the top center next year so that I can.
I have absolutely no idea.
Pittsburgh's pick is in, and it's offensive guard Joe Kramer.
We just talked about this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
we said
I'm
that.
lagging.
lagging or something.
I think everyone's lagging.
Yeah, next year we're adding the Anchorage Eskimos and the London Redcoats.
Should totally add like the Mexico City Aztecs.
Which just adds like soccer teams and make them football teams.
What? The Chicago Fire, the Dallas Burn.
Okay, quick question. Inspiral wants me to ask, how slow is slow when you say the interface is slow when there's a...
It takes about 10 plus seconds to load. Well, it's only sometimes though. It's
For me, it's not really that bad for me.
it's only right
reactive
now.
intervals?
What was that pinging noise? Oh, it's always,
Tennessee. Are they going to pick a running back? It's pretty good value at this point.
They did sign Stephen Curtis, so maybe they want Sean Anderson for the fumbles.
Oh, they have the fumble machine.
Remember that time when both Cincinnati running backs got injured in the same game? That was fun.
That was the last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were playing against me.
Wait, I just realized this. That center is like 6'1", 241. What the hell?
Yeah, that's why he was falling. I would have drafted him if he was like a decent size, but he's like smaller than like some outside.
Pick is in. It is Tony Glover, guard from Tennessee, going to Tennessee, staying at home.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, the guard I've never heard of. A shitty center from JUCO. It's the highlights of the day.
I can't believe Tony Glover's staying home, guys.
Buffalo, Rams, Patriots, 49ers. They haven't picked in a long time.
Yeah, they gave up their third and the fourth for Rodriguez, I think.
They
Wow, I
did.
feel like I haven't seen them forever.
It's because they haven't picked forever.
Let's check the or the wiki.
The last time they picked was the third round, actually. And they didn't have a second. So there are only 2 picks thus far.
Oh, Chris Reed, I remember.
Robert Haynes and Chris Reed.
Surprisingly little picks. Man, the wiki is the greatest thing ever for this draft stuff. It's so easy to like sort.
Buffalo's taking a long time to pick today.
Weird. Oh wow, I forgot I had 4 picks at the end of the 5th within like 10 picks.
Is that because of comp picks?
It's mostly because of complex, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of 5th round comps, and then there's like 1 6th round comp.
Buffalo's pick is in. They took inside linebacker Hunter Taylor.
Sweet name.
An inside linebacker named Hunter can't be bad.
Hunter Taylor.
Well, I guess you could be bad.
He was he was the captain of the defense for Washington in the national championship game, I believe.
Yeah, he had 44 tackles. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
He also had an interception and a forced fumble.
It's a decent late pickup, I think.
Yeah. St. Louis is up against. Oh, they picked already. Never mind.
Did they take?
Clayton James, defensive end. Getting one of those. Last.
Everything about the names Clayton James just really does say Mississippi.
That guy had 7.5 sacks. I really like him.
That's pretty good for 71. Although I don't. Will he start?
And he's a run stop.
Yeah, he had 23 tackles as well.
Oh wow.
Might be a bit of a reach based on rating, but there's only one like decent defensive end left, so maybe not.
Well, he was the best defensive end available, I think,
Yeah, I'm
in
just
terms of rating. So
based on
fair
rating.
enough.
All I think like there's still like a 75 defensive tackle for some reason.
It's the 5th round, so this is the point where it's like acceptable to just take whoever the hell you feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Alright, I'm back. I just tried to fix my connection problems. Oh, St. Louis made a pick. Man, I missed that.
You missed your own team's pick of
Yeah.
the most Mississippi guy ever.
Trying to fix some connection issues. We lost Justin Glass in expansion, so likely Clayton James will start for us.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
New England took, I don't know if you guys said it, they took free safety James Klein.
Didn't say it, so
They needed a free safety? Didn't they have Bankson?
He got taken in expansion, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that guy was like decent. Whatever.
I think we're gonna have a kicker pretty soon. Green Bay's coming up.
Green Bay's only had like one pick.
Yeah, but they scouted kickers at the combine.
Such a waste.
They need to know their kickers' Wonderlic scores, man.
They don't take the Wonderlic.
I don't know.
Yep, pretty much.
The only things you get, I think, for the kickers is the vertical broad jump and shuttle or something like that.
It's all the agility stuff. Doesn't make any difference.
It's like if you're about to get a kick returned on you, maybe they'll tackle him.
It's like the one time it's relevant.
That's what you get.
Strongest kicker available.
Oh, San Francisco pick is in. It is cornerback Jason Brown.
I think cornerback's almost back at decent value at this point. It's been skipped for quite a while.
Yeah. There's not many
He-
left that are good,
How good
too.
were his stats last year?
He had 1 interception, 19 tackles.
Okay.
It seems
Like
the
he was.
Clayton James pick really ruffled the 49ers.
Really.
Yeah,
In the 5th round.
Jumanji just putting out "I hate the Rams" in shoutbox.
Maybe it's just a general divisional rival hate thing.
San Diego, they picked tight end Rick Philcox. I guess it's backup for Scott Howard.
Weiss would pick a guy named Phil Cox.
That's
Phil Cox.
that's a good pick because I don't think people realize a lot of formations use 2 tight ends. So every year I've had my second string tight end catch a touchdown pass every single year. So
Yeah. We have both of our first and second string tight ends named Charlie, so I'm just not going to pick a tight end. Charlie. We have like 100 more picks to go.
We're moving though, I think.
We're moving.
We're moving faster than we have in previous years, that's for sure. Who's on the clock?
Tampa,
Okay.
they just picked. It is quarterback Manch Matthews. Green Bay is on the clock, and they're probably going to select a kicker because that's the Green Bay thing to do.
Manch Matthews.
That's a cool name.
He didn't have any stats last year.
Really?
Yeah,
Purdue?
he's 6'3". That's pretty tall for a corner.
Richard Sherman. This guy's
At
the real
198,
Richard Sherman.
he's pretty big for a corner too.
He's clearly Richard Sherman, 5th round corner,
Okay.
who didn't do much in
Kicker
college.
Ryan Evans.
The guy that Tampa just took is 6'3". That's pretty big for a corner.
We just
Yeah,
said
he
that.
just said that. This keeps happening.
Oh, Baltimore took Dennis Scott right away. Next kicker.
Wow.
Double kickers. Is it a run on
Double
kickers?
kicker.
Is this
Florida
Seahawks?
Seahawks take kicker.
Well, Greg Duper was fucking terrible, so.
That guy was horrible, and their nickname was Super Duper.
What else could his nickname be, though?
Fucking not have one. The fucking
kicker doesn't
Ravens
have an-
draft last year was so goddamn bad. It's kind of, oh my god, it's horrifying. We are on the Seahawks.
I can't believe Scott got taken over my kicker, actually. Because mine was better last year. And is higher rated. And had a better combine, I think.
Versus A, so I
Yeah.
guess that's why.
Eh. I don't like him that much, so whatever. So we had Florida and Florida State kickers taken back-to-back. That's interesting.
They know how to kick there in Florida.
Seattle's got like a minute left.
Oh, I had the first comp pick in this round. Interesting. I didn't realize that.
Seattle's
I have 2
picking
picks
in.
for you.
Strong safety, Anthony Foster.
Didn't they just take a strong safety? I guess not. They wouldn't have taken them.
I don't believe so. No, it's
They
Cleveland.
had 2 interceptions last year. There's a oh, never mind. He wasn't high rated.
Okay. Alien, by the way, Inspiral says that he can change the height on pages to feet inch if that helps.
It might be too late already because people have been copying the lines.
Yeah, but then you can just tell them to copy the new ones.
But how many people will do that? Do you really expect that a lot
Well,
of people
if you promise them that you'll kill them / take draft picks away, then they
People
might.
will still not do it, trust me.
If it's not too much trouble, he can do it. But if it's like gonna take more than like 15 minutes, then don't do it.
Okay.
Cleveland takes LaMichael Jones, free safety.
I like that. That guy was good.
Yeah. He was good.
By the way, since there isn't a lot of stuff going on right now, I'm going to start doing progressions, so I'll be in and out.
Yeah, he had 4 interceptions. He was my 4th highest rated safety, even though he's only 71.
What was the last progression I did? Nevada, New Mexico, Carolina.
St. Louis with another pick. They've had a lot of picks today.
That they have.
There's some frantic typing going on.
Some very loud typing. That could be Saluna, unless he muted his mic.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I wish this thing had push to talk.
That'd be interesting. So, Sage, who is St. Louis taking?
So Taffy had a migraine today. He's in our chatsy, but he's not replying. That's why we're taking so long. Sorry, folk.
Well, you got like a minute left, so I'd have something prepared in case he doesn't say anything.
Pick is in is fullback Mark Walsh. Interesting. Not sure why they needed a fullback, but
We don't have a fullback.
well, if you don't have one at all, it's a good pick. 79 overall in the 5th is not bad. Jacksonville. I wonder if they'll take Shoemaker, maybe. Like people have been saying, I'm not sure they're sold on Lada.
Wait, why does Nebraska have 2 fullbacks in this draft? They have the top one and the 4th ranked one.
Every
just looking at
fullback
the fullbacks.
is going to be from TCU, so
Nebraska was TCU before TCU.
yeah.
Yeah, we liked Mark Walsh because even though it says he's a speed guy, he weighed just as much as Donnie Hubbard, and he had 27 bench presses. So we felt that he could be a good piece if fullbacks ever got the ball. I know in the Super Bowl when we played against Miami, Brady Lopez, our fullback from Air Force, scored a touchdown.
Oh, Jacksonville takes Larry Holmes. Finally, that guy goes.
Wow, he was still available?
Yeah, somehow.
Giants just took kicker Stanley Brewster.
Well, if you need a kicker,
So there goes my other draft
Should've traded
eligible
up.
player. Just don't have him take any game-winning kicks, Giants. I'm still bitter.
Minnesota.
Who's
Oh, they
picking
picked
for him?
already.
Is it Isaac?
Yeah, they picked already. It is free safety Colston Watson.
Interesting.
The guy had 2 picks last year. It's man coverage. The draftables free safeties are pretty low at this point. Now we have Dallas on the clock, then the Jets again, Pittsburgh, then Oakland. Dallas picked. Jets are on the clock. It's Paul Carter Williams, tight end.
Sorry I'm not responding, by the way. Like, our first 2 plans for the pick got taken consecutively, so I gotta quickly figure out who we're taking.
Wow. Paul Carter Williams. I really like the name.
He was my top guy at tight end at the position right now. So, but the production isn't there, so that's my only concern.
It's hard to get tight ends production unless you're running the A.J. Jefferson offense and just throwing it every play.
Well, the tight ends that have production that are left are Leroy Dunn and Kendall Brandon. Those are the only 2 guys. Oh, and King Pietrosanti.
Yeah.
68. So
hmm
Huh. Interesting.
oh, we actually have a kicker in here from JUCO. So that guy is a complete unknown.
He had a C on his kicking rating.
Oh,
I think
really?
that's going to keep him from getting drafted. You talking about Leon Woodruff?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not very good, to say the least.
No punters taken off besides Sochia yet. Do you think
I
another
don't
punter
think
gets
any of them are
drafted?
good enough to be taken, though.
Yeah, these punters are like really mediocre after Sochia.
So the Jets have selected defensive tackle Chris Lewis
Chris with a K.
And no H.
I want to just come in really quick and say how much I hate people who spell Chris K-R-I-S.
That's funny.
I got that reference. All right, Pittsburgh. Oh, they already picked offensive tackle Nick Grant. I was actually considering selecting that guy with my last pick. So people taking tackles, they're like, they haven't been, basically. All right, Oakland's pick is in. I took center Kevin Jones from Duke.
He's not bad.
Who's next? Casey.
Miami's about to have 2 sandwich picks with Minnesota at the end of this round.
Yeah, they have a lot of picks coming up, and they also have 2 comp picks.
Shoemaker.
Is that who they took?
Kansas City has taken running back Michael Shoemaker with the 175th overall pick.
That's good. I like that. He's the same rating as Justin Buchanan, but he's a rookie, so it's
Might as well.
it's a good pick. Yeah, that guy has fallen really far.
He has really good production in college. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Slim doesn't like him, but I think it's a good pick. Chicago.
Looking at the new North Texas progression without Sean Jenkins, it just feels wrong.
He was North Texas has literally only existed for a year.
The Bears are letting this one.
Do the Bears have a running back?
I believe so.
Right now, my top guy is Eddie Anderson. I know just Bowen is like higher rated, but yeah, the whole yard per carry higher. So. Oh yeah, the Bears have Quincy Turner. Wace just pointed that out to me.
Yeah, well, that means they don't have a running back.
Trade.
Shots fired.
This is going to be... They're going to lose... run out of time. They have 10 seconds. Hope Cleveland's ready to pick.
Did the Bears just forfeit?
It's not forfeited, but they ran out of time.
I think they wanted Schumacher.
Cleveland. Already picked. Okay, they both picked cornerback Butch McCullough for Chicago, then Leroy Dunn right away for Cleveland, tight end.
Leroy Dunn's a good pick there.
Yeah, that guy. I mentioned him. I think he had 6 touchdowns last year, so he seems like he's a pretty good guy. And then I don't know who that corner is, but
I know absolutely nothing about that corner. Although, I guess Saluna.
Saluna, jump in.
In before, I know absolutely nothing about that corner.
He was pretty shitty. He's been on my team the entire time. He's never done anything. He was like my 4th string, to be fair, but
Miami's got a pick right now, and then another one. 2 picks.
first picks in.
Minnesota is on the clock. James Jones, offensive tackle. I presume he's a backup, but
Yeah.
backup.
He's gonna. My other tackle is a 77, so they're like comparable. But
Oh, really? I thought you had a better right tackle.
no, that'll be a need in the future probably.
So we got Minnesota, then Miami again. I think Miami might take a running back soon.
I have Marcus Berry,
I know, but you don't have like a reliable backup.
Mario Rattay, who has
Exactly.
somehow been on my team for like 3 years.
Wait, you still have him?
Yes, he's like one of my only remaining players from like the beginning. I don't know how I still have him. I keep resetting him to like veteran minimum or whatever, and he's like worse than keeping around.
I mean, if he progresses okay, like there's no reason to not keep him around, I guess.
He doesn't really
Actually-
progress very much, but
I'm pretty sure Saluna is going to take Kendall Brandon for the next pick if he's not taken by Minnesota. Minnesota picks Ernie Bugis, defensive end. That's like the last 7.
That doesn't sound like a real name.
Ernie Bugis.
I might have said it wrong. It's like, but whatever. There's no more
That's
7
literally-
left for
It's literally one of those like computer-generated names. Because if your last name was Bugis, would you really like call yourself Ernie?
All right, my picks in. Alien got it.
Damn, I was good.
Who was it?
Kendall Brandon, tight end from Georgia Tech. The guy was
Yeah,
amazing last year.
That guy was the All-American, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be my second tight end to Derek Carson.
Oh, it's
I
my
am-
pick now.
No, it's not. Don't look at the interface.
I want to. I've seen some things, man.
Coming up at 183 is Indiana's second pick.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Indianapolis.
And then they've got 3 picks within 10 picks.
Who is fucking punching their keyboard? Banging their head on the keyboard?
Not me, because I'm typing into the wiki.
So yes, you.
My pick is in.
I don't type that loudly, so. Once I heard
Robert
it-
Martin, Colorado State.
Oh, I kind of wanted him actually. That would have been my other pick.
I like that guy. He tore up the Mountain West.
It's a good backup.
Okay, solid.
Yeah, I was expecting. I think some of the quarterbacks are going to go now just as backups.
Yeah.
My roster is starting to look like a real NFL roster with depth. It's fucking weird. Got like multiple people at positions.
This is the first backup quarterback I've ever drafted.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've always signed EDFAs, and I've been lucky that none of them got injured. None of my stars got injured.
Who did Dallas take?
I should take a free safety. Shout out to my man Reggie Beasley, who got injured while skateboarding.
They took Bert Scott.
Bert Scott. That doesn't sound like a real name.
It sounds like if someone was doing an SNL
Oh,
skit
Jeremy
about Bart.
Bell, I hate you.
If someone was doing an SNL skit about Bart Scott, the made-up name would be Bert Scott.
Fucking, I wanted to take Jeremy Bell with the 184.
Wait, I wanted to take Jeremy Bell too.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I took the next best corner.
Who was?
Alfonso Greizen from Texas. He was part of that Texas secondary, which is actually pretty good. I really wanted Jeremy Bell. Fuck.
That guy didn't have any stats last year.
Yeah, but he was. But they had Ivory Hall and a bunch of other stuff. I'll give it a shot. It's the fucking 5th round. He's my 3rd corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I'm pretty glad now that I've re-signed my 71 corner, even though he's not really starting.
Well, my corners now are Justin Davis, Laurent Christensen, and Alfonso Greizen. So.
Yeah,
Wait, don't you still have what's his name, Donald Edwards?
No.
Did he get taken in expansion or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I have three corners right now, so I could probably add another one, but
That was legitimately my last need, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my picks.
Pick the best name.
Yeah. So we'll do it.
Find the Germans.
Give Glenn Spencer a
As far as I know, there's only one German guy. It's that Baumgartner dude.
Houston's
Well, then I
picking
guess-
its kicker Ronald Daniel.
Oh, I don't like that guy. I don't even think he had a good combine. Like that guy missed a decent amount of stuff at Baylor for being a 5 out of 5.
Indianapolis picks Rob Walls, outside linebacker.
I like that. He's a good pick.
You like Indy's picks so far?
Oh yeah, these 2 picks are pretty good. Considering they have no other picks, though, I don't like it.
Yeah. What was the other one? The kicker, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna mute myself again because I'm almost done progressing like the next couple teams. You don't want to hear me typing.
I didn't realize Baylor had so many solid players.
Yeah, it's amazing how they were so terrible, right?
Guess that shows the effect of a terrible QB.
Honestly, not even sure what I want to do with my next 3 picks, which is what I have left.
Yeah, we still have 4 picks left, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with them. Cleveland took Wally Bowers, center from Washington. Wally
I
Bowers is
guess
also
they need a
made-up
backup
name.
because what's his name is injury prone. So
Enoch.
yeah, Enoch.
Is he actually injury prone?
Yeah, he had high injury risk, and he got injured this year for 2
New
weeks,
England.
I think.
New England's pick's already in. It's strong safety Norris Nolan.
That guy's got a cool ass name.
There's good value here. He's 75. He's slate.
Yeah.
He's the last decent strong safety.
There's just absolutely no one else.
Minnesota's on the clock again. They've had a lot of picks today.
They do. So we're just waiting on Minnesota.
Yep. Nope, they picked. Refresh here.
Wide receiver Sid Wilson. Another Stanford player this round.
Is ALWL the Stanford coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess he can't be that bad.
Well, this guy had 6 touchdowns, 876 yards. I think he's pretty good for this point in the draft.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Dallas on the clock. I'm pretty sure Dallas is just drafting depth at this point. I wonder if any teams are done yet.
Indy's done after this pick and like 4 picks. And Dallas's pick is in. It is Jarius Davis, the first 60s overall player.
Interesting. I mean, defensive ends are really shitty at this point, so I don't know.
Enough.
That guy did have 6 sacks, though.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that-
can't fault them for that,
Yeah.
especially on Oklahoma's defense.
Yeah, and he's a run stop, so he might be a late round steal. We'll see. Developmental player. I don't think he's going to start because I'm pretty sure they drafted their starter before.
Well, because their one guy got taken in the at some point. The one guy got taken in the expansion draft.
Seattle just picked.
Okay, my internet's being weird, so I gotta leave the call and come back.
They took Nick Ald, offensive tackle from Connecticut.
74 here is pretty good value.
Yeah, like I said before, the offensive tackles, so many people pick them early. I feel like they don't want to pick them again, even though there's still some value here. There's just so many good ones.
Oh, did Jumbo just leave the call? He's picking now.
Yeah, he said his internet is having problems, so he'll join after he picks.
Uh-oh. Yeah, down at this point, I really have no clue what teams are going to do.
Yeah, it's really hard to predict at this point. Hopefully Jumbo's internet isn't so shit that he can actually make the pick. I got 1 minute left. They took running back Eddie Anderson. I guess that's the backup OJ Carano.
Running back is
He was actually my highest rated guy, interestingly. He's, like I said before when we were talking about this, Joseph Bowen is an 80, but this guy had 6 yards per carry, whereas Bowen only had 5.05. And they had very similar stats otherwise. Actually, this guy had 4 more touchdowns, like 100 more yards. So
that's a good pick.
yeah, it's a pretty good value.
Is it this?
Already picked. They picked inside linebacker Rick Avellini.
Is it the spread that uses 2 running backs, or is that the spread option?
It's not. It's neither. It's a triple option that uses 2.
Yeah, there's no chance the Jets are using the triple option again, not with Weigert.
Yeah, definitely not. So Miami's pick is in. They have picked punter A.J. Kinney. So 2 punters drafted. They've never had a punter, actually. They've always used Ben Morrison as their punter. So it's interesting. It's probably pretty good.
I kind of had to pick a punter because Ben Morrison was like atrocious.
Yeah, he was never good at punting. He was one of the worst punters because he's not a punter. I'm pretty sure San Diego is going to take a punter soon. Whatever their next pick is. Cincinnati's pick is in.
And so is St. Louis.
2 cornerbacks taken right in a row. Marlon Schrader and Brian Berry. 69.
Holy shit, we just had 7 picks in 2 minutes.
Wow. Come on, guys, we can finish up in half an hour.
Schrader.
We
Yeah,
liked
2
Brian Berry.
And Brian Berry also had 2 interceptions. They had very similar stats. Actually, they had exactly the same stats. That's
30. We had Brian Berry at 30 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown.
Yeah, they both had 2 interceptions, 30 tackles, and a touchdown. Exactly.
Awesome.
And they're both 5'11". It's the only difference is really man and zone. So
Yeah, we already have 2 zone corners, so this guy will just be our nickel/depth guy.
yeah, it's not bad.
Baltimore here to close up the 5th round. Who are they gonna go?
It's a good question. Not sure. They don't have Sam Armour anymore, so maybe they'll go for a backup quarterback. And they did. Donald Caldwell. I called it.
That's a good pick.
I think it's going to go a lot faster now anyway because most of the comp picks are done. There's still some comp picks, but it's not nearly
Yeah.
as bad. There's only like 7 more, I think.
So we're into the 6th round. We got 2 more rounds to go. Tennessee is on the clock.
Yeah, this isn't going to take as long as I thought it would because we've only been drafting. We started the show 2.5 hours ago, but probably at least half hour of wasted stuff, and we've done 60% of the picks. So I think about another hour and a half.
Yeah. Tennessee has picked Carl Connor, defensive tackle. It's like nobody else on the broadcast but me now.
There's just not much to say. I don't know any of these guys left.
Yeah.
Is there anyone with significant hype to them?
Not really. Maybe Nick Engelberger.
Oh yeah, the running back at Notre Dame. It's been a weak draft for running backs. I think he's gonna go undrafted along with most of these guys down here. Maybe 2 or 3 more running backs get taken.
Well, I have him as my top guy left, but he's not obviously the highest rated. Pittsburgh selects tight end Lawrence Gibson. So far, I think Pittsburgh's had a pretty good draft for an expansion team. That guy didn't have very much production, though. So.
Yeah, looking through Pittsburgh's picks, I really like what they've done. A lot of offensive linemen, a lot of defensive linemen.
Yeah, really building for the future, I feel like.
You cannot hope to stop the rabid snowman, only to contain him. Alright, I'm going to take a break from progressions for a little bit so I can come shit talk picks, as is tradition. I did one more team, the IUs of Northwestern.
Really taking a while for their pick. Number 200. Have we gotten past the amount of picks there were in the last draft yet?
Let me look. No, I don't think so. It was like not that much less than this time.
Oh, it was 201. So
Oh yeah,
one more pick and we're at that.
Dick Lilly was the 201st pick. It feels like we've done less this time. I think it's because the interface makes it feel faster.
Yeah.
Thank God for the interface.
Billy's pick is in. It is Turk Davis, defensive tackle.
From Georgia, I actually like that guy.
That guy has a cool last name. Turk Davis.
Oh shit, did Jumbo die? The wiki stopped getting updated?
He had internet connection problems. I don't know if he's gotten back.
Fucking South Africa. So Arizona up. How many more picks do we have? 50? 67. 68. Playoff predictions after who's been drafted so far. I don't know at all what the expansion teams are like. Legitimately have no idea. I don't know any roster. I'm not used to anything.
By the way, Saluna, actually, the first game is Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Do you want me to change it to New Orleans?
No, it's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Because if I changed it, it'd be like switching the final week with the first week.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter who they play as long as it's the Super Bowl champ.
Okay.
So that'll be the Thursday game.
Yeah. Joseph Bowen, running back, Arizona.
Oh shit.
Sproul's going to lose this shit now.
And Sproul's
Hyping that guy up all day.
He's you get a Bowen and you get a Bowen.
Yeah. The reason I don't have him high is because his yards per carry, but otherwise he's pretty good. He doesn't have any fumbles, which is nice.
He's freaking out. Joseph Bowen, yes, yes, yes. Boiler up. LDO loves those Purdue guys.
Casey is already selected.
Wow, this is going
Defensive
fast.
tackle Carter Jackson.
That's a sweet name.
He sounds like a defensive tackle.
That guy sounds like somebody from Alabama.
Yeah, he does.
Where's he from? Mississippi?
Boise State.
Okay, so not anywhere near. Literally one of the furthest schools from there. Pitt on the clock again.
Nick Engelberger, running back. I
Oh,
like
shit.
the pick.
That's a great pick. Great value. I really, really like that pick a lot. I really like it.
I was kind of hoping he would be like Booker T, follow the UDFA.
I knew he was going to
Hi.
get drafted.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry, my computer refused to connect to the internet right as we were gonna make a pick, so I had to restart and then pick from my phone. So that was fun.
Oh, I thought you.
Update the wiki.
I thought DRV was picking. Oh God, scrolling.
Center
So
Ed
let's scroll.
O'Hara to Washington.
Center
So what
what?
did you guys think of the Eddie Anderson pick? I'm just curious.
I like the Engelberger
I had
pick
him
better.
very high on my board, so I really liked it. He's a backup though, which I thought he could start for a team. So
Well, it's also insurance in case Carano walks.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it's not a bad idea to do that now. Especially with no more expansion or whatever, might as well have some backups, just in case.
Discreto is saying Carter Jackson was from West Virginia
What?
in the shout box.
well, maybe that's
Carter
where he was
Jackson.
recruited from, but he played on Boise.
Holy shit! He was from Potomac State College of West Virginia University. He was a
That is
JUCO
great.
at some point. That's like the longest name ever.
Chicago, the tradition of taking their sweet ass time with their pick.
Come on, Storm.
I'm gonna check the wiki. Who's?
They got it.
In the process
It's
of updating
guard.
it.
It's a guard, Ordell Green, out of North Carolina State.
Wardell. LDO has boiler envy, says Inspiral.
Tennessee is up again.
Of course they are.
They have a lot of late picks.
Oh yeah, the wiki's not updated. Okay.
Get on it, Jumbo.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
I have to update like 20
I'm not
picks.
paying you to sit here.
I am in the midst of doing it. Okay.
Maybe Kenneth Farr here for.
I was
There's,
gone for like 10 minutes and
by
everyone
the way,
picked.
the Giants are done with picks. I'm looking through now.
The Colts are as well, I believe.
The Seahawks still have 6 picks.
Holy
5.
Damn.
Bunch of people have like 1 or 2 left. I still have 4 or 3. You still have 3.
I have 2 in a row in the 7th round.
I had that last. Or no, never mind. Titans.
I'm nearly done. Sorry for the delay.
Alright.
Tennessee has 1 minute left.
Why are they taking the full time at this point?
Apparently
They
Baltimore
want me to update the wiki.
Apparently, Baltimore what?
is done with their picks. They don't have any more.
Oh. By the way, the Screeno, how's the schedule going? Do you want me to finish it, or are you still?
Tennessee's
Read
pick
this.
is in. Carolina's on the clock. Wait, never mind. It reset back. Okay, they picked John Harris, running back.
Oh shit! I like that pick actually. John Harris is good. At this point, I think all the running backs you can pretty much can't go wrong with.
Oh, wow, the Steelers took Nick Engelberger this high.
I thought it was a great pick. That guy is
Yeah.
amazing. Amazingly underrated. He reminds me of he's scrappy. He's like a white guy.
Yeah, he's probably like Toby Gerhardt.
Yeah, he's like Toby Gerhardt. That's what I was thinking.
Carolina's on the clock. Carolina has picked.
You guys just read out the picks because I'm like attempting to catch
Kicker
up while
Willie
they.
Gaffney. I'm not sure they needed a kicker, but okay. I guess they did.
San Diego picked instantly as well. They got punter Eric Norris.
Yeah.
You guys start picking slower again so I can hit save on this.
So 2 special teams picks in a row.
Awkward.
Wonder why they picked him over Randall.
My internet just crashed and then came back. How am I in this call twice?
I guess Weiss didn't scout punters like by their average. So San Francisco.
What did I miss? Oh, Eric Norris. Oh yeah, he messaged me after I took Kinney and said, "God damn it, that was my guy." How did the call not end with me closing it?
I don't know.
Whatever.
San Francisco pick is in. Free safety Christopher Payne.
No, I don't have a lot to say about that.
Miami's up.
Miami is up. Wonder who they'll pick.
I think Christopher Payne was the guy that played alongside Romulus Jackson. No idea what his stats were.
Yeah, he's from Fresno. He had 3 interceptions.
That's okay. Not a bad pick.
Green Bay has a pick right after this one. Maybe they'll pick another kicker.
Picks in.
Offensive guard Brandon Gregory. Backup, I presume.
Yep. Backup. Like I said, I'm basically done with. I'm just getting backups now,
Yeah.
or like project players mostly. These people will probably never see the field, honestly. It's like the real NFL 6-round picks. Very rarely see the field.
Good. Wiki's up to date. Once it saves.
Pretty happy with my guards now. Got some depth.
I don't have guard depth, but I have 2 centers now, so maybe one of them can play guard in a pinch.
I will be back in like 2 seconds, or a little bit.
Green Bay has selected. Cincinnati's on the clock. They picked inside linebacker Ryan Hansbard.
Isn't that was Salinas' guy who was really good in like 2015 and then wasn't too good in 2016? We probably would have gone for him if we didn't take in the third.
Cincinnati's pick is in.
He had 31 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble.
Look at his 2015 stats. I don't remember what they were, but they were really good.
Cincinnati's gone and get running back Justin Guglielmi out of Georgia State. We were talking about him a couple days ago. Said he had good stats, and then we realized he played Temple and Tulane and just torched them.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Justin Guglielmi out of
Oh,
Georgia
yeah,
State.
yeah. That guy,
Is this the first pick in Georgia State history?
probably.
That would be my
I
guess.
actually liked that guy, even though he torched my team, my shitty defense. But I think he was pretty good even without that game. But I don't know. We'll see. He's a backup for sure in Cincinnati. So apparently Isaac wanted that guy, or maybe Minnesota wanted him. Let's see the catching point. Denver's on the clock. Is anyone from Denver on?
Possibly.
Oh, looks like they picked. It is offensive tackle Charles Mahan, TCU.
Wonder who Oakland's gonna get right now.
I wonder who I'm going to get too, because I'm not sure.
Glenn Spencer.
Glenn Spencer. Do it.
Right?
Pick is in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's in.
Who is it?
Strong safety Chankumi Angacho. It's a really weird name.
Collecting the African strong safeties, right?
Oh yeah, Keyshawn Ayanabadejo. And now this guy. Who's up now? It is Cincinnati. Did Detroit want that guy too?
Oh my gosh.
Did they actually?
I think they might have. Jam Jacobs is like, ugh, Alien Y.
Oh, God.
Cincinnati's pick is in. It's quarterback Anthony Newson out of Washington. Good pick.
Not a bad pick.
He'll be a backup for Blake Show since Robert Aikman's with the Bills now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They do need a backup since he's so injury prone.
Well, he's probably a better backup than Aikman was, so.
That is true.
Jacksonville took a running back, Ike Nimmo.
Nice name. I can't remember any of his stats.
He had 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, no fumbles, 5.76 yards per carry. It's pretty good, I guess. He's a 77, so he's going to be backing up Atlanta. I feel like we're going to see a lot of running backs go in 7th.
Probably. Who's on the clock? The Rams?
The Rams.
The Rams.
This will be our last pick, and then we're done.
Isn't that how it works?
Because he forfeited that one pick.
Yep.
I'm pretty happy with our draft.
I think you had a pretty good draft so far, so yeah.
Yeah, we filled a lot of holes. We had a lot of people fall to us that we wanted. Like Davey falling so far in the second till we got him. I'm pretty happy with our draft. Sean Anderson even.
Sean Anderson was interesting.
So our last pick is Clint Harmon out of Mizzou. We picked him basically because he's a 6'8" defensive tackle.
Yeah, I had considered drafting him with my last pick.
Any picks this round stand out to you guys?
Oh, Guglielmi stands out, and so does Engelberger. Those two running backs. They're interesting. They don't have high rating, but they have high potential, I think. So
Love to see.
at least Guglielmi has a chance to play, I think, because... Or no, they both have a chance to play, because Pittsburgh took the other guy. So Guglielmi will probably not play very much, because it's not going to be a starter, but...
Engelberger could actually start for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. We know Blackman has injury issues, so that might be a chance for him to start a couple games at least. Tampa Bay has selected, and so has Cleveland. So Tampa Bay took Harmon Cooper, guard. Cleveland selected Jesse Solano, cornerback, 67 overall, lowest rated, but he had 6 interceptions.
Yeah, we were considering taking him with that last pick if we didn't take Brian Berry, just because we think he's a project cornerback. So if he's not starting, he's worth a roster spot.
Yeah, I was considering drafting him too, but I was going to wait till the 7th. But, I mean, if you want a cornerback, that's a good guy to take because he's not going to start right away. He had a lot of production in college, so...
It's worth a shot.
Yep.
And now it's our turn, I think.
Yes, the Jets are on the clock.
All right. Huh.
I just realized there's another guy named Jason Johnson in this draft. Defensive end.
So many Jason Johnsons.
He's got to go to the Packers, right? By name alone.
Just from the name.
Come on, Jumbo, pick faster.
I'm trying. Gotta double check one thing and then I'll turn in the pick. Yeah, turn to them.
All right. Casey is on the clock. The Jets select John Cook, guard, 69 overall. I guess they need a backup there because they've lost 2 backups in the expansion draft, right? Jumbo.
Yep.
No idea who Casey is going to take. There's not a whole lot of good players left. Even the people that I thought might fall because they're low rated with good stats have been getting taken, so. Maybe they'll take a backup quarterback too. Who knows?
Well, they turned in the pick.
Alright, let's see who it is.
Sean Springs, outside linebacker from Stanford.
A lot of Stanford in the late rounds. They must have had quite a few 4.5s and 4s.
I'm back.
Hello.
Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Not really.
Oh, hey, a bunch of Penn State people went.
Do you have any thoughts about any of them?
Hansport's pretty good. I mean, I don't know, he's a 71, but he was decent on my team. And Gacho, the safety, was a JUCO guy that didn't really do that much. I don't know. I thought he would be decent, but I guess he's not going to start for the Raiders. So.
He had 3 interceptions for you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I expected more. He was like my prime JUCO target.
Apparently, I sniped him from the Lions as well. So
Wow.
they were salting the shot box yet again. Detroit selects tight end Cat Mitchell. Okay.
We are back on the clock, and I'm not going to take the whole clock this time.
That Cat Mitchell plays for Sophos, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I guess they're reuniting with Rob LeCount. Jets have picked. It is fullback Cyril Harris.
Oh well, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel
We
here.
really are.
Remember, anyone in the 6th and actually it's only the 7th this year, but next year it'll be 6th and 7th. Maybe I'm misremembering, but these guys do not have guaranteed contracts, so you can cut them at any time and not suffer penalty. Chicago is up. They're going to take the whole clock like they usually do. Never mind, they picked Trevor Reed, outside linebacker.
It's a good pick.
Yeah,
I was
I like
considering
that.
him at one point.
Another Alabama guy. Philly, then New Orleans, and Miami.
And then Minnesota, Seattle, and Patriots to conclude the 6th round. Then we'll do our victory lap.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
almost there, guys. Oh,
This isn't nearly as bad as the previous years. Like, the struggles were real last couple times.
Ken Eller, quarterback to Philly.
everyone is dodging Glenn Spencer.
What do you guys think of Ken Eller? Is he good? I'm not really sure.
He's pretty good. I think he had like only one pick last year.
Yeah, he had 1 pick, 20 touchdowns, almost 3,755 yards, 65% completion percentage.
Not too bad for the 6th round.
The next best pocket quarterback is Mark White out of Duke.
Don't take Mark White. Don't take Sam Light. Don't take Bob Doubt. Don't take any of these QBs. They'll suck.
What about Mike Thomas?
Mike Thomas is pretty decent.
Mike Thomas
I
just got
didn't
taken.
realize
The Saints.
They just took him, apparently. Right as we were speaking.
Oh, well.
Interesting. I'm glad I took mine in when I did. 5th round, at the end of the 5th round. I think the best one that I have on here for a pocket guy, he's only a 69, but it's Robert Wright.
Yeah.
To me, he had a 70% completion percentage, which is really nice.
My pick set.
What's really interesting is we had the kickers from Florida and Florida State go back-to-back, and now we have the QBs from UC and UCLA go back-to-back.
Wide receiver, Jackie Walters.
Isn't that like your 3rd or 4th receiver?
I only had one.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah. I
Fair
lost
enough.
2 people on the expansion draft. And 1 I didn't resign. So I figure if I can at least keep like one of these guys, it'll be alright. I got 1 more pick this draft. It's near the bottom.
Minnesota's selection is in. It is inside linebacker Stephen McKenzie.
It's a decent pick. He was pretty good.
Seattle, and then New England, and then we're done with the 6th round.
Northwestern has a player named, what is that name? Ahe Ayu?
Hey, IU, yeah. He's Native
That's
American.
awesome. Seattle's pick is in. They took David Workman, receiver from Maryland.
Maryland.
Down into the 69s for wide receivers.
This is around the time when the drafts ended the last couple times.
Oh no, it was over a long time ago. The last draft had 201 picks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
What did you say, Sage?
What's he say?
Nothing. I thought that was Seattle's first wide receiver. And then I remember they took Patrick Burke.
Seahawks are doing what I'm doing.
Seahawks still have 3 decent receivers, I think.
Wow, I just looked at the draft board and I was like, it feels like I just took Bill Hardy, and then I realized I had 5 other picks between my 2 wide receivers.
Alright, the 6th round is over.
Feels like weeks ago that I took like Greg Cobb, but I guess it was like not that long ago.
Kenneth Farr to New England. I guess that's their running back of the future.
That guy had a sub 5 yards per carry.
He was.
Yeah.
He's not. He didn't look that great. We'll see.
They still have Greg
In
Hadden
college.
there, though.
New England still has a couple more picks, so maybe they can get a.
Let's kick off this final round celebration. We're closing in on just about 3 hours of drafting, so this is significantly shorter than I thought. I said 6 hours, so.
New England has 2 picks to end the draft. Who's your
They've
guys'
got
favorite
3 of the
for?
last 4.
Who's your favorite for Mr. Irrelevant?
Some guy with a funny name.
You can't predict it. Who gets the all-expense-paid trip to Hawaii?
I'm gonna say it's
Brian Brown.
Brian Brown, the punter.
I'm gonna put my money on Rob Corp, quarterback out of Miami.
Rob Core.
Corporate takeover.
It very well may be Corp.
They don't have a
didn't-
scrambling quarterback, though, do they? No, that's not
No, they have a lawyer.
I didn't know there was a punter named Phil Lodeholt. That's pretty cool.
Chicago.
Jerome Morris, black punter from Maryland.
Jesus
Black
Brooks
punters.
to Chicago.
Jesus
60 overall.
Jesus has risen in the Windy City. Or has he? He's a 68.
Chicago? Like, is this guy going to start for Chicago? I'm just
I think
curious.
he is. I legitimately think he will start.
He is
I don't know.
6'8". That might help him out, swatting some balls down.
He can also rise above the defensive end.
Jeff Collett to Washington, running back.
Good pick.
That's a decent pick.
That guy was a 4.5 out of 5, so he may have a higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, he never made it to 5.
Nope.
Okay. So I guess I should say this now. The OTAs thing isn't actually happening because that was technically part of the training. So all we have after the draft is the undrafted free agency, and then obviously people will be put in free agents after that's done. Anyone who didn't get taken.
How are we supposed to submit the bids for undrafted free agency?
There's a thread already, I believe.
Is that right?
Yeah. Free safety Marion Ekern.
That's a really good pick. I was actually considering this guy as a backup to Reggie Beasley with my last pick until he got this taken. Oh, and Mike Matthews to the Bengals.
That's a good one.
Outside linebacker, also from Wisconsin. There's a lot of linebackers from Wisconsin. Wasn't Andre Brooks from Wisconsin? I think he was.
He was.
Yeah, Andre Brooks is a Wisconsin guy.
Damn, they had a lot of good wide receivers. Or like Cardinals up.
Mike Matthews had like 70-something tackles last year.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a really good pick then.
Arizona selects kicker Daryl Lemus.
Ooh. That guy was on North. He might.
Punter Cliff Randall to KC.
Finalist for the Ray guy like twice.
Jacksonville, Tennessee, Carolina.
Or I guess a lot of these teams are probably finishing up now.
Only 30 picks to go, and New England has like 5 of them.
Yeah, New England, because of fuck ups last year, they get 2 more top picks. They just actually had one.
They took free safety Jake Pugh.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Oh, I wanted that guy. Damn it.
I wanted him as a backup.
I was going to use him as my 4th corner.
Go with Glassman Beasley. So Titans, Panthers, Seahawks, Patriots.
Seahawks have like 4 of the next 10 picks. Once they pick.
Oh, yeah, they do have a lot.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right, this final. I do like for the draft. I think we'll continue to do this in the future. First round, the first day through 7th.
Does actually work.
I think
There's
it's
not going to be as many comp picks in the future either. So.
and it's fine. I'm just saying for like to keep like suspense and stuff is good. First round by itself is great, and then second and third is good because it's like the remaining good people, and then the last day is like to find the gems basically. And then the UDFA stuff. This is like the official kickoff for the season.
Yeah.
And for the first time that we have 32 teams.
And a 16-game season.
Now we can actually have like normal records.
And we can see how stats compare and stuff like that.
So.
Tennessee is taking a long time. You got 30 seconds left.
This pick really matters.
7th round picks are the most important picks.
Leon Woodruff, the shitty kicker.
Yeah.
Wow, he actually got taken.
I mean, I guess if you need claims on a kicker.
Whatever. Seems like a waste, but what, it's the 7th round, so I don't know.
Yeah, if he's bad, you can just cut it. So.
I like how there are enough community colleges in Mississippi that there's a Northwest Mississippi Community College.
Well, nobody goes to actual universities in Mississippi, so just all end up at community colleges, or they go to fucking Ole Miss. Which of the Mississippi schools is bigger, Ole Miss or Mississippi?
Ole Miss.
Mississippi State.
I believe this is Carolina's final pick. Looks like
Mississippi State has 20,000 people, and Ole Miss has 20,000 people.
They're actually surprisingly small.
to
Mississippi State has
that's a great
20,000.
Great backup to Bob Branch. That guy was amazing in college. Lots of good picks here in the last round.
Yeah, so Mississippi State has 20,138, and Ole Miss has 20,112. So it's Mississippi State by like 25 people.
Wow. Whenever I visit, Ole Miss just seems bigger. So that's why I said dumb.
Now, Quinn McCullough is a good pick.
Seattle Seahawks.
They selected defensive tackle Steve Phillips.
They've taken multiple defensive tackles. I feel like they have.
Yeah, they took one in like the 5th round or something.
He didn't have any sets. Interesting.
So
So what do you guys think was the best pick today? All the way back to pick 106 to now.
I'm gonna say the Shoemaker pick by Kansas City in the 5th round at 175.
I think it was the. I don't know actually.
Maybe Antonio Hotchkiss. I really like that.
Hotchkiss is pretty good, yeah. It's hard to say without. I mean, it probably won't be true, whatever we say.
I like the Jeff Collette to the Redskins pick. He was really solid last year.
Cook to the Giants is a great pick.
Who's this, Patriots? Yeah.
They selected center Brian Morrow.
Well, if you need a center, you need a center.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not even the best of it. What?
Yeah, there's a.
Holy shit, he's 6'8".
Years, but I don't. Why no one's looking at me?
They're picking. See, the thing is, they're picking a center for size, but you don't want your center to be 6'8".
Yeah, you don't want your center to be tall. That's the bad thing. So.
Well, you do have Haskell Moore, so.
I know.
He's like 6'8" as well, I think.
He is.
Yeah, but if you're picking a guy who's lower overall for size, that literally makes no sense.
Yeah, that's true.
People want to know why the Rams pick is forfeited.
Because we fucked up. We had a guy play when Gray Corbin was hurt, and he wasn't actually on our team. The guy just showed up at the practice facility every day last year without being paid. Carry Offerdahl. Go to
Who's
hell.
that? Remember that Panthers QB back in like 2008 who like they signed off the couch and then he started the next week?
Well,
You guys know what I'm talking
John
about?
Kitten has had that happen before. John Kitten
know,
was like
there's a-
teaching an English class, and the Cowboys signed him, and then he played the next week.
But it was some like random ass dude who had like never done anything in the NFL, so that's why it was weird.
Oh, pick is in. Eason DeLong, yeah. 67 is the lowest I've seen drafted so far, I think. Oh, wait, no, there's a couple other 67s. Jesse Solano.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Brian-
crazy. In the middle of the 6th round, there was a back-to-back 77 and then a 69 pick.
Brian St. Pierre.
Oh yeah, that guy. He was a backup quarterback on some teams.
Yeah, he started one game in his career, and it was when the Panthers signed him off the couch. And started him the next week because Jimmy Clausen got a concussion in practice.
To be fair, he was drafted in the 5th round, and he had been in the NFL for 7 years prior to that. It's not like some random dude.
Yeah, that's true. But he also like he hadn't even been
Until that
preseason.
game, he was 2 of 5 for 12 yards, a touchdown, and an interception in his career, and 5 rushes for -1 yards.
Buffalo took outside linebacker Jay McDonald.
I wanted that guy.
E-I-E-I-O.
I like
Similarly, he had like 70 tackles last year.
It's a good pick. I feel like Buffalo's only been drafting defense.
No, they drafted.
Probably just gonna go like wing T heavy run with Chad Dess.
Oh, I forgot they have Chad Dess.
Well, they
I believe
drafted
Chad Dess
Erasmus
got traded.
McCready, so I don't know how that would work.
Chad Dess getting traded is so weird. Like, wasn't even that bad.
Why did they trade him? I don't really get it.
I don't know. They're fucking. They didn't feel like. I don't know. Did they even draft one? Did they have a running back?
Green Bay, They have a guy they had last year, Lynn Bartkowski, who's like 79.
So they don't have a running back.
Yeah, they're gonna go like super air raid this year.
We're gonna finally find out how good Jason Johnson actually is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is his last chance.
If
Before
he
he's
can't,
officially a bust.
if he can't just like 400 yards a game to Daniel Malini, just
David
straight
Bowles
stags
to
it.
the Seahawks. Shurston is up.
Is that their like 5th offensive tackle this
Yeah,
draft?
I feel like they've taken a lot of O-line.
It kind of feels like it.
Seahawks have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 O-line players, 2 tackles, a guard, and a center.
Damn.
Weiss
I
is
guess
trying to hypnotize me.
I guess Xander's condition for signing was draft a bunch of O-line.
What did I say?
He's trying to hypnotize me to not take a certain player.
What? Doesn't he pick before you? Oh, he doesn't pick.
No. He has a comp pick in the 7th. Because it's punter. My old punter. I take it.
Hunter.
Houston picked. Did we talk about that?
No.
King Peter Sante.
I like that pick.
St. Peter. King St. Peter. Interesting name.
I like that pick. He'll come in and replace Isaiah Davidson, unless they have another tight end.
Oh, so close to the end.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Then John Spears, center. I was wondering why that guy wasn't.
That's my jam.
Is this on his phone? Seattle is with another pick. They're just picking like crazy today.
Fucking Seahawks. Wait, did we already say Dave Robinson?
picked
And
Dave
Jack
Robinson.
Bentley?
Okay. And then the Seahawks again.
So many fucking picks. What the fuck? They have like half the 7th round.
It says St. Louis on the clock, but they are not. Because I forfeited that pick.
Oh yeah.
Awkward. I'll just let the clock run out, I guess.
St. Louis doesn't have another pick, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Ooh, Robert Cruz. I like that pick.
Oh, that's what I just picked. Okay. I was going to take him. God damn it.
I hope this finishes in time for my Orlando City game in 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Are you going to it, or are you just watching?
No, it's in San Jose.
Oh.
You go into it?
Yes, I could teleport. The game next week's the home game I'm going to. We had like fucking 4 home games in a row or something, so it's gone like every weekend for a game. But now we got Wigan.
Now it balances out.
Hey, we made it to our pick with the 250th selection.
To St. Louis
Rams.
Rams forfeit.
The Rams pick. Fuck you, Terry Offerdahl.
That dude just wanted to work out. He was looking to make gains.
He wanted to live his dream. He wanted to be a football player, even though we didn't pay him.
Isn't he? Did you just not pay him? Like he wasn't.
Like we didn't re-sign him, but we just left him on our sheet. And so
Oh.
like he
So
made
you
it to
just
our
kinda-
depth chart.
There.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he straight up wouldn't have done anything if Greg Corbin didn't get hurt with like 3 weeks left. Fuck you, Terry Offerdahl.
There's an error on the wiki, by the way.
Sure. Oh god. Unexpected operator. Okay, I'll fix that.
KC is on the clock.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the college year thing in for that one. So, the Eagles drafted Ken Eller. Do you think they'll start him over Ramos?
No.
What if Ramos is really,
Jason
really, really
Johnson.
terrible?
Good, just got taken.
I still don't know why they paid money for Ramos.
I don't think anyone does.
Oh yeah, somebody, Kime said that Terry Offerdahl guy blocked a punt against Coach. That's the guy who blocked the punt, which was like your only points in that game. Motherfucker.
Oh, picks are going quick. I went to get food and there was like 2 picks. Wow, how many? 16 more picks.
2 of them are mine.
One of them's mine. Who are you gonna take, Alien?
I don't
Please
know.
don't take the guy I want to take.
I don't know who I'm taking. I know who I'm taking with one of the picks, and he's still there, but I don't know. Andrew Faulkner to Dallas.
That's a great pick. That guy was really good for being on. Fucking Cincinnati has so many like random good players.
Yeah.
That were like 60s overall.
Yeah, well, I mean they were like
Yes.
4s. Jets are definitely taking a wide receiver since they always take one of.
Surprisingly, we are not.
Aw. Who is this?
You'll find out in a second.
Kicker.
Glenn Spencer.
Glenn Spencer. You are right.
Oh my god.
Not really. Nah, we don't want Glenn Spencer.
He's quiet. Too quiet.
Is in once this loads.
Free safety David Koenig.
I don't know that guy.
That guy had 4 interceptions as on Kansas State.
2 of them were for touchdowns.
All right, I know who one of these guys is.
By the way, the interface has gotten quite a bit faster.
Yeah, and Sprout said he
There's
tried
not
to
many
make it
people,
faster.
using it right now.
Yeah, that's true. I guess there's people signing up.
All right, first pick is in.
Who is it?
Chris Broadwick, offensive tackle, Boston College. Getting that depth. Second pick, arbitrary name I've never heard, incoming.
The second player with that spelling of Chris. K-R-I-S.
Oh yeah, fuck you, alien.
I didn't even notice that.
Why don't you fucking take one named Butter?
All right, I'm about to do my pick.
Who did the Raiders steal from the Lions? Ed Miller, defensive tackle, NC State. 68.
Yeah, he had 3 sacks though,
Oh, okay. Well, it's not that bad.
and he's gonna be a backup, so he'll come in like jumbo sets probably.
Wait, so did you not draft a center?
I did draft center.
Did you?
Yeah, he did. While you were gone.
Okay. Oh, Kevin Jones.
Philly, New Orleans, Houston, Miami, Atlanta to conclude the normal 7th round picks.
Storm says Kansas State leads Kansas 4-2. Draft DeAndre Jackson and Paul Gibbs now.
Paul Gibbs wasn't the fucking walrus, never did anything.
I think Ace Wolf is salty about something, but I can't tell what.
He's always salty. He said, fuck you, I am salty, so.
What is he salty about? I guess we'll find out in about 30
Jumanji's
seconds when
reading-
Kelly is gone.
Jumanji's reading Eagles facts in the shout box about Boston College players. Oh, Marcus Carver, defensive end out of Florida to Philadelphia. That's a sweet name.
It's a sweet name for a defensive end.
Yeah,
Is that guy going to start?
maybe.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
With their final pick in a very good draft for them, I think.
Do you
I hear
think the
cats.
draft would have been better with Ortiz?
No.
I think Sean Jenkins was the right choice there.
Well, they couldn't pick Ortiz because he was gone, so.
Yeah, but like if Ortiz was available, do you think it would have been better?
I don't know, maybe. Depends on what they would have done. I like their draft, though.
Okay. Ace was salty about Koenig, so I guess that's the second time I've made him really salty with a pick. So that's good.
Salt.
Salt.
You are to the Falcons as I am to the Lions.
Apparently.
This is the last Eagles pick? No, Eagles have. Yeah, that was the last Eagles pick. Wait, what was I looking at? Oh, Saints. They did take 2 defensive ends. Yeah, I like their draft. Are they still here? 'Cause their draft is running out.
Neo's not here, and I don't think Bingo's here. Franz maybe. Yeah, Franz is online. They made a selection. It is
Paul Gibbs.
Paul Gibbs. Now all someone needs to do is draft DeAndre Jackson.
Houston, it's up to you.
I was expecting Paul Gibbs to go undrafted. Only 10 more picks.
Oh my god!
What?
Did you not hear that in the background?
That was my mom, I think. I don't know what the fuck she's talking. I have my door closed, but my mic picks up everything. I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh my! That was like on par with the Dean Dishes thing.
I didn't hear what you said.
Sam Light to the Texans.
Someone took Sam Light.
I do not like that pick. That guy had a 56% completion percentage.
Sam Light.
It's better than Mark White.
It is better than Mark White, but that's not saying much.
Mark White is the
White
GOAT.
also had 18 interceptions. Miami takes Glenn Spencer.
Yes.
Somebody's getting converted.
He likes those injury-prone quarterbacks.
I like injury-prone players in general. He won't be playing quarterback. Don't worry.
You're gonna play him as
Other stuff.
Glenn Spacer is a
an
strong
offensive
safety.
weapon.
You heard it here, guys.
He's still my better backup quarterback. So.
He's clearly an offensive weapon.
I told Weiss, I'm not going to say it until he picks. I'm having a funny conversation with Weiss.
Atlanta has back-to-back.
Panthers, Saluna Y. Time posted the Rams depth chart on Pastebin by accident, and it already has almost 200 views.
What? Why? I'm so confused.
Panthers actually pissed that I took Spencer. Apparently the Steelers wanted him.
But they don't have...
They wanted undrafted, I think.
Oh.
I legitimately didn't need this last pick, so I might as well claim the rights to someone.
What are you gonna?
Yeah.
What other positions are you gonna use him as? I'm just curious.
Wait, why is the St. Louis Rams forfeited pick on the wiki just say Johnson?
I may have messed up entering. They get a Johnson for being bad enough to forfeit the pick. Johnson being a euphemism.
So now I've drafted a quarterback every year so far. Will Thompson, Brian Brown, Glenn White, and then Spencer. Oh, I have 2 Glens on my roster. They're quarterbacks.
Yeah, but what is Glenn with one N and one is Glenn with...
One of the 2 N is clearly superior. Has Dean pissed himself yet?
I don't think he's here. But
Oh,
the more N's you have, the better you are, obviously.
Alright, Atlanta 6, Ben Flores. Flores, not linebacker. Flores.
Wait, it hasn't. Oh, I was updating them. I was fucking refreshing the wiki.
I'm nearly done editing the Johnson thing. I'm just waiting for Atlanta's second pick.
They selected Al Graff outside linebacker. So double linebacker picks.
And San Diego nearly instantaneously submitted Clayton
Yeah.
Gorman.
So Weiss about 5 minutes ago messaged me. He said, "Please, what are you going to take with your pick?" And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Please don't take my guy." And I said, "I think I'm going to take Clayton Gorman." And he said, "Please, no, that's my guy." And
Oh god.
after he said, "I'm so close. Take Don Bryant. I swear he's good."
That's funny. Panther asked in the shop box, "What is PBQBOS?"
It's a way of life.
It's also not PBQBOS. It's just PBQOS. Get it right?
Oh yeah.
Because that's their only QB. So I guess we're going to see both Ontario and Kotar start. That ought to be interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't think we play either of them, though. Unless we play Pittsburgh.
So out of the next 5 picks, 3 of them are New England. And then we're done.
Wow, we've done.
All right, Houston is done. Matthew Willis, fullback. Okay, whatever.
Alien already posted the UDFA. Holy crap, there is a calendar on the site. Are you serious?
Did you just notice that?
No, somebody said that.
No. I was going to say, isn't this your site? Shouldn't you know that?
No, like I just said, somebody else said it.
So they're due tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'll get them up tonight. I'll make a list and post it. You gotta make a depth charts for them for 2017.
I will, but I wanted to wait until the UDFA stuff. I guess I can do it.
Alright, I mean, you can wait.
Julian Kosar.
Like Bernie?
Yes.
Had no stats last year. Impressive.
An impressive 0 tackles last season.
He was on Notre Dame, though, so he might not have been a starter.
That's true.
Packers take...
Blair Basnight. There's gonna be like no UDFA defensive ends.
Why are defensive ends so fucking crazy? Wow, yeah, there's only 3 players left. Holy shit.
So we have New England 2 times in a row. Who's gonna be Mr. Irrelevant, guys?
Let me look at the board really quick.
Brian Brown.
Go with
Rob Corp.
Moshe Jackson.
I'm gonna go with one of the wide receivers. Marion Sims, NC State. That guy's pretty decent.
Alright, I'm going to go for a serious guess in a second.
No, I'm serious. Marion Sims.
PJ Junker.
Oh, John Lee.
It's Gary Carr, running back.
Okay, whatever.
That's
Seems
boring.
like it's always a running back.
He has taken the crown from Dick Lilly. One of the most unfortunate names to come through the Simpsons.
Oh, God.
I don't know why they picked Gary Carr.
Yeah, it's really... Of all the running backs, like, what? Why would you pick that guy?
Maybe he had,
Wait, Gary Carr is on Sleuth's team.
Ooh.
Wow,
He barely had a 4.7 yards per carry. Come
there's a
on.
lot of decent running backs actually still free. Moshe Jackson, Simonton, Nick Sandoval, Will Craven.
You just want to
Turn
advertise
trap.
to recruits how many players Utah had taken.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, the draft is officially over.
Good draft, guys.
UDFAs will be up
Congratulations.
in a few hours, probably. I have
That
to
was
eat.
not that bad. That was not a bad 4 rounds for one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's get ready for the 2017 season.
Woo!
Get hyped. I'll open the depth chart for him in a second. Get hyped. Oh, once you post your depth chart, I'm going to do your team rating. FYI.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out. See you guys later. Have a good night. Enjoy your barbecue if you're going to one tomorrow, or if you're going to one tonight, or have already gone to one.
All right,
Peace.
good night.